Hello, you beautiful people. Here we are again. The last early game for a little while, 5:15. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. We've already got some beautiful people in the chat. Before I say hello, I just want to give you guys a quick rundown of what today's show looks like. Big stream tonight. Couple interviews. It's going to be great. To start, we'll do the stats that you want, but you don't really need, as usual. We'll go through the Canucks lineup, couple things here and there. We're going to have Rusty and Dusty Sideshow with Dusin Boydell coming in the first intermission. And I'm also very excited to have Mr. Rev Trev from Kempner Canucks, as you can see here. Going to be joining the show the other night. Me and Rev Trev had a good chat. Let's see if we can find that here. Oh, it was somewhere in here. Yes, this is the one. Nope. Anyways. Rev Trev. Check out his stuff. Very cool. Does live stuff all the time. Does videos. Really great stuff. So he's going to be joining us during our second intermission today. So, as I mentioned, let's have a quick look through the chat. See who's already here. Calvin logging in early. I managed to figure out today, guys. We're advancing here on Nothing is Perfect. We have now figured out how to do scheduled streams, as you guys may have seen. So I'll be able to send those links out with my social medias, which allows people to know that the stream is happening. But as you know, every single Canucks game right here, reacting, interacting, having a good time together. So yeah, Calvin mentioning that he will not be able to make the game tonight. He'll be traveling. So Calvin out tonight. Canada. Hachiko says, go Canucks, go. Big Hog Hockey back. Let's go. Drew Richards in the chat. Hey. And then Hachiko says, might be a little late for the stream. Currently on my way home from class. So we'll see Hachiko and the cat when they get home. Major Tau, 100%. Peace. Big Mac 133. Let's go. Nothings. Let's do this. Big Mac in the chat. Everyone greeting each other. Big Mac, how's everyone doing? Big Hog's doing good, asking everyone else. Paragolf Pro, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a great start to the week. Yes, we are. It's always a good start to the week when I get to hang out with you beautiful people. Frank Borgen says, happy birthday, Big Mac. Looks like it was Big Mac's birthday. Big Hog Hockey says, let's see. Thanks, man. Frank Borgen, happy birthday. Big Hog Hockey predicting a 10-0 win tonight against those Blackhawks and Bedard. Everyone's wishing some happy birthday over to Mr. Big Mac, Paragolfer Pro. Mike Torrance back in the chat. Nice to see you, Mike. Good luck, Canucks. Big Mac says, heck yeah, Mike, glad to have you in the chat again. Mike Torrance, should be a close game, 2-1, question mark. People's First Yukon, welcome back, People's First Yukon. Nice to have you back again. Let's see. Hello, People's First Yukon. You're saying hi, Russell. And Big Hog Hockey, why is Gadzik on this panel? I don't know, I think Sportsnet hates us. Zoe says, sounds like a puck off, maybe. And then Leah Herring back in the chat. Ever been told you look like the Breaking Bad guy? Breaking Bad, do I look like Jesse Pinkman or do I look like Heisenberg? Leah, I feel like maybe Mr. Pinkman. I haven't started cooking meth in the kitchen yet, but I do live in Surrey, so you never know. Anything's possible. Okay, so without further ado, let's hop over to the stats that you want, but you don't really need. So we're going to start off by talking about Canucks record on Tuesdays. So they actually have a winning record on Tuesday, which is great. 307 wins, 295 losses. That brings them in at 725 points. They're a little above 500, so that's good to see. But they are below goals against. So they've only scored 2,200. They've let in 2,272. So they've managed to win despite the fact that they're a minus 72. October 22nd. So the Vancouver Canucks have played 22 games on October 22nd in their entire history, going 11, 8, and 3. More specifically, we can look at the home record, 6 and 5 But on the road, they're actually 5-3-3. So they're actually a couple games above 500 there, which is great to see. On the road on October 22nd. A little more, we're getting a little more specific. The Blackhawks versus the Canucks. They have played 197 times. So this is the 198th time that the Canucks have faced the Blackhawks in the regular season with an overall record of 92, 83, and 22. Their home record, 102 games. They've beaten them 56 and lost 31 times. They're actually really bad on the road against the Hawks. This is where we're a little concerned today. 95 times they played over in Chicago. They've only won 36 times. They've lost 52 times. So that's something we got to start working on. Maybe we'll be at 37 and 52 at the end of the night. And then the Canucks current leading scorers. So this is Canucks on the roster playing for the Canucks. How many goals do they have against the Hawks? Pedersen actually comes in with the most goals in 5 goals in 15 games. JT Miller, game time decision. We'll talk a little bit more about that during the lineup chat. But Miller has 9 assists in 12 games. Not a bad total. And then Brock Besser, you'll see he actually has 5 goals as well. I put him down here because he's actually done 5 goals in 16 games. Petey's done 5 in 15. But Besser actually takes the overall most points with 14 points in 16 games against the Blackhawks. Not a lot of games played by current Blackhawks because they have been an absolute dumpster fire for a while. Lots of turnover, especially in the last couple seasons. So Nick Foligno, who has played the Canucks many times, but while playing for the Chicago Blackhawks, he now has 2 goals in 3 games. Seth Jones has 3 assists in 8 games against the Canucks. And Foligno, with those 3 points, being the highest scoring player against the Canucks in his Blackhawks career with 3 points in 3 games, 2 goals, and 1 assist. Now, lineup. Let's have a look. So this is coming from Time of Strants. This is the Monday practice that they did yesterday. So you'll actually see right on top here, as I said, JT Miller is on a game time basis. So yesterday in practice, they had Suter move up from the 4th line all the way up and lined up between DeBrusk and Besser. As you can see down here, club is officially describing Miller's absence as a maintenance day. So we'll see what happens right at the beginning of the game. We'll find out. I think Cockett said that JT Miller was probable, but there is a chance that he will not be taking faceoffs tonight. Looks like he might have done something with his arm or his hand maybe at the very beginning of the last game when they were beating up on the Broad Street Bullies. And then we got Hoglander, Pedersen, and Garland still together. Heinen, Bluger, and Sherwood, who all looked really good. Bluger's been a really big bright spot for the team so far. And then Amon and Sprong playing together. Well, if Miller plays in the game, we'll probably see Suter come down and play in Bain's spot, and then Baines probably comes out. And then we got the usual Hughes and Hronik, Soucy and Myers, Mr. 1001 now. And then we got Brandstrom and Desharnais lining up, who have actually looked pretty good together since Brandstrom joined the team. Desharnais, I think, having probably his best game of the season against the Philadelphia Flyers. So let's see if he can continue that. We're in Brendan Batchelor's Twitter here. There was a couple other things I wanted to look at here. Where are we here? Peter Mrazek will be starting for your Chicago Blackhawks. We're not going to go through their lineup because we care more about the Canucks. JT Miller is officially a game time decision, says Rick Tocchet. Club will assess whether he takes draw and if he plays. And then Kevin Lankinen also with his 3rd straight start. Hard to take a goalie out when he has had a shutout. So they're calling him Kevin Blankinen. Kevin Blankinen, another good nickname for our Vancouver Canucks. Brandon Batchelor providing all of that for us. And then let's hop on over to just the actual game sheet. So yeah, early start today, 8:15 Eastern, 5:15 Pacific. Canucks are 2-1-2. Chicago comes in at 2-3-1 right now. Their high score right now is Tero Väinen. Their most goals is actually Foligno 2. And then Seth Jones looks like they're following up, doing the same thing they do against the Canucks. So Seth Jones with the most assists, Nick Foligno. And then Brock Besser really shown. He's got 5 points so far with 3 goals. And then we got Jake DeBrusk with the 4 assists. So DeBrusk has not scored a goal in the regular season yet, but does have the 4 assists. So he is adding. And then we're looking at the goaltending. Yeah, so Kevin Lankinen getting the start. Still 2-0-1 with a 1.28 goals against average and a .53 save percentage. Those are some really, really good numbers. And then Peter Mrazek coming in at 2-2. 2.53 goals against average. There have been some high scoring games for the Chicago Blackhawks so far this year. And then a 911 save percentage. Team stats so far this year. Chicago's power play looking decent at almost 30%, 6th in the league. Canucks coming in mid as they have been a lot in the last couple seasons, 18.8%. Penalty kill, 14th in the league. Chicago's penalty kill looking really good too, 87.5 there. So both their power play and their penalty kill coming in at 6th best in the league. Canucks with a 53% faceoff percentage overall so far this season, 6th in the whole league. The Chicago Blackhawks dead last at 45.9%. And then as you can see here, the Canucks are 2.8 goals for per game and 2.8 goals against per game. So dead even there. Their goals for actually comes in at 6th. Their goals against come in at, their goals for comes in at 23rd. Their goals against is actually really good, coming in at 9th. And as you can see, Chicago with a 27th best goals for with 2.5 and a 13th best at 3 goals against. And then you can see the last couple games. Vancouver Canucks won against Philly. Vancouver Canucks won against Florida. And then that lost to Tampa. And actually, this is their entire season right here so far. So a couple extra time losses followed by a loss and then 2 wins. So looking for the 3rd straight win on the road. Blackhawks so far this year lost to Buffalo, lost to Calgary, lost to Utah, and had an overtime loss in Winnipeg with a win over San Jose and a win over Edmonton, which was a hilarious one. Let's get back into the bar here. Let's go. I'll check on what you guys are chatting about here. People's Yukon wishing Big Mac a happy birthday. And Big Mac is saying, yes, I apparently look like Jesse Pinkman. Just don't lock me in the basement. Yeah, Jesse Pinkman. People's First Yukon asking, who is all Vancouver fans in here? Jay Bockoff in the chat. Welcome back, Jay. Jay has some hilarious stuff going on Twitter. So if you haven't looked him up, check out Jay Bockoff. He's got some funny takes there on Twitter. Zoe says, Mr. Bill Ack Cat. Bill Ack Cat. B-Dog back in the chat. Never cooked in the kitchen. Big Hog Hockey can't wait to see future Canucks star Connor Bedard. Yeah. For anyone who didn't see it, let's see if I can pull that up. I put a poll out earlier. I think it was actually late last night. So let's have a quick look at the poll pertaining to Connor Bedard. Okay, let's have a look here. So I asked, who are you most excited to see on Tuesday night during the Canucks versus Blackhawks at 5:15? Future Canuck Connor Bedard. 78% of you super excited to see our future star Connor Bedard. 7% of you saying you're excited to see Rev Trev from Kepner Canucks coming in during our first intermission. Nobody's excited to see Dobby. He's been really camera shy lately. 11% of you happy to see your captain, Captain Holiday. That's me. And then looks like we got 4% saying other. Let's see what the comments were. Zoe, I love all the hockey. It's all good. I bruised my patella, so I need all distraction I can get. Oh, Canada. Yeah, I saw that. Bruised your patella. That doesn't sound like fun there, Zoe. So everyone, put some love in the chat for Zoe. Hurting right now. Hurting. Let's see. Zoe, play. That is a lot of games. Yeah, lots of games so far. James Buckoff, he's in. Baines is in. So Baines is in. So we'll have to wait and see. They're just singing the national anthem. True patriot love in all thy sons command. Dobby does not like that. People's First Yukon. Let's go. Hey, Dobby, come here before you jump off the couch. Come and say hello. Come on, my boy. Yes, come here. All the way. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, here he is. Oh, he's such a fluffy nugget. Oh, yes, there. Oh, let's There he is, guys. Dobberton. Are you a good boy? What do you think the score in the Canucks game is going to be, Dobby? Okay, give me a kiss on the cheek if you think that the Canucks will win. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And do you think that they're going to leave Connor Bedard with the Canucks so that you can come home to Vancouver? What do you think? Okay, so it's not happening yet? You're a smart boy, aren't you? You're a very nice, smart boy. You have anything else to say? No, you're good? Okay. Okay, I'll see you again later, buddy. Oh, yes. It's about time for Dobby to have a nap. But he probably doesn't want to because he's an Aussie and they just want to run, 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 run. So Baines is in apparently. People's first Yukon. I think Vancouver win by... Vancouver Canucks have 5 and Chicago Blackhawks have 1. Ott. Bacot. I literally have it written down here too, Jay. I'm just terrible. I'm sorry. Jay Bacot. Go check him out on Twitter. Big hug. There you go. There's your Dobby. There's your Dobby. I sound like Buble. I'll take it. Ooh, Leah, you got a Aussie as well. Red tri. Oh, very cute. One of Dobby's best friends growing up was a red tricolor. And if you haven't checked it out yet, Big Hog Hockey, there's a Reddit user named it's Knee Jerk Canucks, and that is actually Michael Bublé. So if you're on Reddit and you have Knee Jerk Nucks comment on your post, that means that you got Mr. Bublé checking out on your stuff. Small spangled banner yet wave. Okay, guys, coming up, just American National Anthem just finishing up here. So we'll do the same thing we usually do. We're going to sync the game up. So what I say when we're going to sync is to make sure that you are hearing me at the same time as you're hearing the call on the ice. So if you hear me say drop the puck and the stream that you're watching on, wherever you have the Canucks game, the puck has not dropped, make sure you pause your stream. No, that's wrong. Oh my God, I got it backwards. So when we're coming up to the opening faceoff, I'm going to say the puck has been dropped. And then once that happens, you're going to see where you are in relation. So if your stream happens and the puck drops and I haven't said anything yet, make sure you pause your stream of the Canucks game. And then the moment I say the puck has dropped, hit play on your Canucks stream, boom, we're all synced up. And then the other side of things, if you hear me say the puck has dropped and the puck has not dropped on your team feed for the Canucks, make sure you pause me. Then once you see the puck drop on your TV or wherever you're watching it, the Canucks game, then you hit play. That way you'll be all lined up. Snicker Snatcher in the chat. I'm happy to announce, everyone, that we are adding a new mod to the chat here. Mr. Snicker Snatcher is our brand new mod. Everyone say congratulations to Mr. Snicker Snatcher back in the tat. Moderator. Getting that wrench. Underway, puck has dropped. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. All synced up. Here we are. Starting with the Sherwood line out there. Teddy Bluger. Scores! Early! What is this? We haven't even seen the lineup yet. They got the Bluger line out and they score. Whee! Ow! That's a way to start the game. Is that Heinen? Heinen with his first goal as a Vancouver Canuck. Good Langley boy. There it is. What a beauty. Good hard work. Keeps it in. Oh, that is so nice. So you got download to Sherwood, over to Bluger, back over to Hyman, and then he just scoops it in the net. Mrazek is a little bit out of position. So give ourselves a one up there. Haven't even told you guys that the period has started. There we go. First period. Haven't even updated the chat or the stats, and man, it's 1-0 Canucks. Bluger with an assist, that's his second of the year, and Sherwood with an assist, that's his second of the year. Heinen, first shot of the game, first goal of the game, first goal of Heinen's Vancouver Canucks career. Good Langley boy. So JT Miller is in the game. And then Hoglander, Pettersson, and Garland are still together. And then, yeah, it looks like Baines, Amon, and Suter are in together. And you got Hughes and Hronik, as we talked about. Soucy and Myers. And then we got the Brandstrom and Desharnais duo. Hoglander drops it for Petey. Petey gets his shot blocked. Couldn't get it through. We've got a different beer today, too, by the way. Root beer. Had some A&W today, guys. You jealous? Pettersson down. Hoglander behind the net. Back over to Petey. Canucks look like they're on the power play. Oh, what a save by Mrazek. Good passing play. Very similar to the last one, actually. Hoglander tries a wraparound. Couldn't quite get it tucked in. Mrazek did well to get over and stop that. But a very similar play there. Different line, same play. Just crossing that slot. Garland with a reverse hit. We're going to be talking with Dustin about the reverse hit. One of my favorite plays, but apparently it's completely illegal. As you might have seen last night with OEL getting a fine for reverse hitting someone. Amon did well to clear it out of the front of the net. Suter gets it deep. Baines intercepts. Just feels like it's a power play. Every time the Canucks enter the zone, it feels like Chicago can't do anything about it. Bluger with a shot right in the slot. Good save, Mrazek. Bluger looking for his third of the season there. Sherwood streaking. Yeah, Murphy did well to stop Heinen from getting a second of the game there. 16:35 left to go in the first period. Lankinen with a save. Hawks now with 3 shots. Captain Nick Foligno. No wonder he's leading all those stats, eh? Good job, Desharnais. Boxes man out. Got the puck to the corner. Battling with Foligno. There. You see that? That was a good change. Lankinen with another save. 4 shots now for Chicago. Icing? I beg your pardon? Icing? Somebody needs to bake me a cake for this icing! Jay Bacot, Star Spangled Banner, not Star Spangled Banner. Spangler. Spanglered? Yeah, Drewski, you're right. Langley represent. Yeah, good start, eh, Mike? Mike just says, wow. Who is not playing for the Canucks tonight? Now Chicago with more shots than Vancouver. Oh, puck given away. Desharnais all along in the corner. Ooh, gives the puck away. Oh, yeah, we got Mikheyev. Where scoring chances go to die. Oh. Miller gets tripped. Yeah, let's have a look. That's a good question. Who's not playing for the Canucks tonight? Back over to Mr. Batch. Ah, yes. So, Luger, Sherwood, Suter. Wait, who got dropped then? There is somebody missing. Sprong. To answer your question, Sprong. Sprong is not in the lineup tonight. Canucks on the power play, first of the game. Oh, Miller gives the puck away. Puck gets shot all the way down the ice. Giving Lankinen a touch. Big hog hockey. McCabe is somehow going to score a hattie. Can you imagine? Pettersson rips around the boards to Miller. Miller way up. Tried to pass it down low. Puck goes way up in the air. Hughes back up to the point. Good movement. Now they've got it all set up. Shot. Garland on the ice. Looks like they're changing mid shift. Pettersson keeps it. Back up to Hughes at the point. Miller. Back down to Miller. Half boards. Yes! Quinn Hughes with a big shot from the point. I think it actually went wide off the end boards, or it was a save off the end boards. JT Miller collects the puck beside the net, jams it in. I guess his hand's feeling okay, at least to score goals. JT Miller! 2-0. I mean, this is kind of how we expected it to go, right? Oh, yeah, from a tough angle. Mrazek did everything he could to get back. Just settles perfectly for Miller. Pops it in the side of the net. Power play goal for your Vancouver Canucks. JT Miller, the thriller. I have not heard Bedard's name so far, KJ, but I do see you in the chat. Welcome, KJ. Good to have you. I believe you had a date with your lady the other night. Hopefully everything went well. Yeah, B-Dog, you're right. Hughes is a beautiful skater. I was listening to the radio as I was driving around today, and somebody made a fun quote. Andy from The Office, if you've ever seen The Office, once said, "I wish that you could know when you're in the good old days while you're in the good old days." This is one of those times where you will look back and be like, holy crap, we're in the good old days. I can't believe how good Hughes was. We are in the good old days. Yeah. Jay Bacot letting us know Sprong is out. Bane's in for Sprong. Miller scores. Big Hog prediction is looking good. Yeah, at this rate, they will win 10-0 there, B-Dog. Or Big Hog. Mike Torrance is happy. Yay, KJ. What's up, Mac? Hachiko, bro, I just got off the bus and it's already 2-0. This is true. I hope your cat is fed. Do you have food for your cat, Hachiko? Big Mac, just loving life. Had my birthday yesterday. We had, Hachiko asks who scored. We had Heinen scoring his first goal of his Vancouver Canucks career. And then we had JT Miller scoring on the power play just before you jumped on here, Hachiko. Jakes takes hockey. The Vancouver Canucks are a hockey team in the National Hockey League. Yep, you are correct, Jake. The Vancouver Canucks are a hockey team in the National Hockey League. Welcome back, Jay. Me and Jay are going to be doing a little bit of something together at some point here. I'll have him coming on the show too. If you haven't checked out Jake's Takes, he does updates and reviews of Vancouver Canucks games. Russ board update, bro. Laugh out loud. Is it not 2-0? It's 2-0, right? Blackhawks. Yeah, that's out game 4 of 4. 2-0. What do I have to update? What do I have to update? Okay, let's quickly pull these up. Yeah, when we have another commercial break, I will pull up the goal simulation for the Danton Heinen goal, so you guys can have a look for everyone who missed it. Major Tau, stuff is happening. Welcome back. Heinen scored his first goal of his Vancouver Canucks career. JT Miller just scored on the power play. Canucks control off the faceoff. Yeah, Hughes with his 4th assist. Garland with his 3rd assist. Garland looking really good so far this year. Big Hog Hockey is the game 4 of 4. It is the 4th game of the road trip. Lankinen with a good save right in front. Got the Pedersen, Hoglander, Garland lined out right now. There's Bedard, future Canuck. Yeah, he's on the ice. Bedard with a give and go. Gets a shot, and Lankinen makes a save. Teravainen, high score on the team right now. Yeah, I mean, at least they got some players playing with Bedard now, eh? I don't know if Garland got a piece of that. Good block. Yeah. Hawks putting some pressure on. Trying to slow the steamrolling Canucks right now. Yeah, controlling well. Shot. Garland gets a stick on it. I'm just dancing to the music that's playing. People's first Yukon. Rangers have 5. Montreal has 2, yeah. Montreal, not a great team. Bertuzzi is playing tonight. Yeah, he will be out there. Tyler Bertuzzi, nephew of former Vancouver Canucks Todd Bertuzzi. Oh, Lankinen couldn't find the puck, but he was doing well to keep his position. Chicago was jamming the puck, but couldn't get it through him. Let's see. I'm going to put a poll in the chat. Poll in the chat. Poll in the chat. Oh, I don't know. How do you spell Celebrani's name? Oh my gosh. Macklin Celebrani. Currently injured down there for your Sharks. If you're a Sharks fan, which I don't think anyone here is. So the poll question is, who joins the Canucks first? Is it Bedard or Celebrani? Oh, no. Oh, no. I jinxed it. Oh, Jason Dickinson, former Vancouver Canuck. 2-1. Oh, yeah. It looks like Miller might have lost his check there. Donato all alone. A little bit of a breakdown in defensive coverage there. Chicago taking it back a little bit. Boo. Got the Suter line out with Baines. Baines, good forecheck. Oh, Maroon, yeah. Remember Pat Maroon, that big guy? Baines takes a good hit there. Brandstrom with a crossbar. Nice shot. The double umlaut. Brandstrom hitting the crossbar. Little pushback from the Canucks. Okay, yeah. Like I said, let's hop on over. I'm going to show you guys the goal simulations for the Canucks goals. So this is the Danton Heinen goal. Danton Heinen, number 20 here. Sherwood, Bluger, Hughes, Hronek. Let's have a look and see what happens. So Sherwood is fighting with the other 44. And then 17 tries to get it out, but Hronek does a good job, gets it down low here to Sherwood. Sherwood sends it over to Bluger. Bluger sends it over to Heinen. And he just tucks it in there. He just tucks it in. So Sherwood battling. Heinen comes in to help. To try and clear, doesn't. And this is the give and go here. Boom. Nice. Okay, let's have a look at the JT Miller goal here for Hachiko. Power play. You can see only 4 players on the ice for the Chicago Blackhawks. JT Miller down low. Back up to Quinn Hughes. And then Quinn Hughes blasts a shot. And I think Harazic gets a piece of it, sends it behind the net, and then it just drops to JT Miller right here. He's got all that space on the side of the net. Manages to scoop it in, making it 2-0 at that point. Now, this is not what you expected. I just talked about how bad of a face-off team the Chicago Blackhawks are, and they're making me look like a fool. We don't have a goal simulation yet for the Ryan Donato goal, so we'll have a look back once that happens. Jason Dickinson also taking the penalty, so getting a little bit of that back. Dickinson getting an assist on that Ryan Donato goal with Vlasic. Mr. Pickleman also getting an assist. Vlasic Pickles. Yeah, really, really good. So Dickinson not happy to start and then making it up with an assist. So we're about to get back underway here. Back to the bar. Canucks control off the faceoff. Hughes with a little stutter step. We got the Pettersson, Hoglander, Garland line out now. And Hawks did well to get that puck right out. Bedard skating in, always looking dangerous. Lankinen's top, not taking any chances there. Covers that puck up, smothers it. Bedard. So how big of a discount do you think Bedard's going to take, huh? KJ Brazzy, Big Bert was one of my favorites growing up. Yeah, Bertuzzi was an absolute beast. Do you think he spent more of his career with one hand on his stick, KJ, than he did with 2 hands on his stick? And Jay Bockhot is saying that Celebrini will be the first one to join the Canucks. All good, Snicker Snatcher. There is a very real chance that I won't update this, so. Jake's take with the unhappy face as the Canucks let in a goal. Yeah, Jay Bockhot, you're making a good point there. The Canucks have Celebrini, Aiden Celebrini, the older brother of Macklin Celebrini, who is the number 1 draft pick in San Jose down there. Jake's takes trying to start the fish and chips chat again. Oh, what a play! Is that Heinen? Heinen with his second goal! Me and Dustin have gotten together talking about how Danton Heinen really hasn't done that. But looks like he's on it tonight. Nicely done. Another one, that tip right on the side. Sherwood takes it down low, puts it back up high. Right up to the point. Hronek. Yeah, and he's doing a slap pass. Bluger did really well not to actually get that. So I don't know. If Bluger touches that in between, he gets the assist on another Heinen goal. Heinen, 2 goals. Look at that. Heck yes. Chicago is currently challenging the goal as they claim it to be offside. So we'll have a look. Maybe it came out when Hronek. So while they're reviewing it, Jake's takes. That's it. If the Canucks get scored on one more time, I will not have fish and chips tonight. Yeah, it should be interesting. Right off the face-off there, looks like Sherwood was straddling the line, so they're going to have a look at that. KJ Bradley laugh out fish and chips. John Shorthouse calling it as a goal. People's first Yukon. Let's go. Violet. Vivi. Vivi. Are you having fun watching the Canucks game with your dad, Vivi? Shout out to Vivi. Little Violet. Little sweetheart. Drewski's young daughter. Everyone, can we get some Vivi hype in the chat? It's Uncle Russell. Vivi, do you know me? Okay, let's see. People's first Yukon. Let's go Vancouver. Big Mac, fish and chips, 0 orders all day for the Blackhawks. 86 them. Yeah, this one might be called back. Jake's takes hockey. Everyone raise your hand if you've had Tim Hortons flatbread pizza right now. Okay, so we're going to finish this poll. Looks like 62% of you are saying that Bedard is going to be the one joining the Canucks first between the two superstar Vancouver players born in Vancouver. I have not had a Tim Hortons flatbread pizza. I have not. I've eaten a ton of Farmer Wraps, but I have not. Hachiko, thanks for the goal overviews. I'll have to miss the rest of the game, unfortunately, so I hope it goes great for all of you. Whale. Hachiko, I hope you enjoyed your time here. KJ Bradley, what happened to Bedard's A? I believe they have a rotating, but it was Foligno who put it into the zone. This is going to be a tough one. No wonder it's taking so long. Yeah, KJ, I believe the Blackhawks rotate the A, so Bedard does not have the A all the time. Yeah, Big Hog Hockey saying Bedard will sign for $5 million. I like it. I'm into it. There we go. Good goal. John Shorthouse. He usually gets them right. KJ Bradley, I spent my whole career with one hand on my stick. Taking inspiration from Mr. Bert Tuesday, eh? Big Mac puts his hands way down. Haha, it's not Big Mac. Yeah, KJ, that's Heinen's second. Woohoo! Go, go, go! Yeah, and Jay Bacot saying challenge for offside. There it is. Canucks are up. 3-1. Still on pace for 10 goals, but not 10-0 anymore. Yeah, I lied. There was a third goal, so I'll keep the stream on in the background while I shower. Now, while Hachiko, I do not like your dishonesty. I do like the fact that you are going to keep the stream on, so thank you for that. People's Yukon waving for Vivi. Drewski says, Vivi, love that. And Big Mac's like, that coach has got a nice tie, I must say. I'm going to have to keep an eye on the Blackhawks bench. Vivi is answering me. That's awesome. Vivi, I'm doing really good. How are you doing, Vivi? Oh, yeah. So now we get a power play. Coach's challenge failed. Jake's takes pointing it out. Now we get the power play. Puck comes all the way out past the blue line. Now offside. Canucks did not manage to get onside and brought the puck in, so that's offside. Let's go, big PP here. KJ Bradley, that's what they call you, eh? Jackie's takes. Jake's takes. Puck all the way down. 8:25 left to go in the first period. Canucks lead 3-1 on the power play. We got the second power play unit out now with Baines, DeBrusk, Hronek, and Heinen. Baines putting it down to Hoglander. Couldn't collect the puck, though. But he gets the puck on the half boards and puts it back up to Hronek on the point. DeBrusk with a shot blocked in front. Hronek can't quite keep the puck in. Oh! Danton Heinen in front had the puck go right through him. Jake's takes already going for a brand change. Now only 10 seconds left in the power play. Now we got the first unit back on again. Oh, whoops. You could hear JT Miller say something about that one. Not suitable for work, though. Round the net, back up to the point. Quinn Hughes. Oh, yeah, I got Myers out now. Myers and Hughes out on defense. And that's going to be offside. The linesman was all over that one. KJ Brazzy, Sherwood with the PP goal coming up. I wish, KJ. Power play's over now. No joy, no joy. Big Mac 133. It was a legal discrepancy, wasn't it, Jake? Got to keep your hands to yourself, man. Big Hog Hockey. My Tim's picks are Garland, Hughes, and Ratu. Unfortunately, Ratu is not in the league right now. Does the Tim Hortons thing work if Ratu is playing down in the AHL? Oh, two Canucks skate past the puck, leave it right in the slot. Taylor Hall picks it up, rips it right from the slot. Two Canucks. Puck sitting right between them. Not a good look. Oh, whoops. I guess this is going to be like a 10-7 game or something like that, eh? Taka does not look happy about that. Susie puts it up the boards, comes to the middle, jumps over Myers' stick. Oh. Yeah, just took a weird bounce. I'm in there too, but obviously he wasn't expecting that puck to roll right over the stick. Oh, whoops. That's not good. Now it's 3-2. Hey, at least we are getting some high-scoring hockey. Taylor Hall. I'm sure he's got a few goals against the Canucks. With all those years playing in Edmonton. I think Bluger might have gotten a piece of that one front. Mrazek gets a glove save and puts a little mustard on it. A little mustard. Jake's takes. Did someone just dare me to drink a twisted tea? Yay. Okay, well, I guess I gotta, since I got dared. Yes. Jake, I dare you to drink a twisted tea. There you go. Now you have your excuse. And then KJ's like, I'm more of a hey y'all guy myself. I've never had the hey y'all, and I've never had the twisted teas. I'm gonna have to check those out. Got the Sherwood Bluger line out again. Heinen on hat-trick watch. That's some Dijon mustard on that. Maybe some spicy Dijon. Lankinen with another save. Pat Maroon. Wow. Okay, so let's, now that we're going to a commercial break, let's have a look over at the goal simulations. So let's have a look at the Ryan Donato. I don't love looking at the Chicago goals, but it's not a bad idea to look at them to see what the Canucks could have done differently on these. So number 8, Donato is going to be the one scoring. And it's the Miller line out. Soucy and Myers, Besser, DeBrusk. We're fine here, right? Everything's fine. Soucy puts it down. Myers misses it, which is the first mistake. Besser can't quite get the puck. Puck goes by Myers. And now this is what happens. Now we got 2 guys down low on 72. And you got number 8 all alone all the way up here. So this is not great. And we all know how this ends. Besser tries to get to it, but it's too late. And then Miller didn't really, he was looking at the puck, should have maybe been looking into the slot. Comes up to Mr. Ryan Donato and boom, scores a goal. So let's see. Starts off with a mistake from Soucy putting it down, but Myers wasn't ready for it, and that's where everything goes wrong. Back down. Soucy can't cover his man. Yeah, just a lot of sloppy coverage there on that one. Danton Heinen, let's have a look at his goal, his second goal of the game. Again, with Hronek and Sherwood. Battle on the boards. Goes down low to Sherwood. Sherwood puts it up to Hronek. And then this is what I said. I don't know if Bluger got a piece of this one, but did well to let it go down to Danton Heinen. Because Hronek's going to fire a shot right across here over. And then Heinen, as you see, is going to tap it in here. But right by Bluger, doesn't touch it. Boom, into the net. So he didn't get the assist. So Bluger did not touch that. And then let's have a look at this one. This one we just saw. Soucy over to Baines, and then the puck jumps over. Yeah, I mean, that one's just unlucky. Like, there's not much you can do about that. Puck takes a crazy jump over Myers' stick. And then, just like that, Taylor Hall put it in the basket. Canucks win the faceoff. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Good pass up to Hoglander. Trying to wait until his teammates can join him. Yeah, Blackhawks managed to get it out. Now they got a 3-on-2 going the other way. Oh, mercy. Yeah, that suddenly turned into a 3-on-2 against the Canucks. You hate to see it. Oh, Petey with a terrible clearing attempt. Hronek back down to Hughes. Hughes calms things down, puts it up off the boards. And Garland skates it out to center. Connor Garland leads it for Pettersson. There it is! Garland with the garbage goal! After giving up a 3-on-2, the Canucks come back, cause some chaos, retrieve the puck, and put it into the back of the net, restoring that 2-goal lead. So now Mrazek is complaining to the referee, hoping for a no goal. So Garland brings it down low, back up to Petey. Petey puts it over to... Oh, yeah. I think Pettersson might get an assist on that one. Because Pettersson touches it over to Garland, and Garland just scoops it in the net. Good job, Petey. I think Petey was going to try and shoot that, but he got his stick checked, but Garland was there anyway, so boom. 2-goal lead is back. 4:40 left to go in the first period. Chaos, 4-2 already. Canucks have now scored 4 goals on 12 shots. It's bad save percentage. The Gargoyle. Yeah, Garland, there you go. Your Tim's picks coming through, Big Hog. Now, Big Hog, did you have an option to choose Hoglander? Because I feel like with a name like Big Hog Hockey, you should probably be choosing Hoglander in every single Tim's picks, right? Yeah, Jake, you might be a little bit late to dare Lankinen to get a shutout. So people's first Yukon is saying the Canucks will have 7 and the Blackhawks are going to be staying at 2. So 7-2 final. Great final for the Canucks. Bad poker hand. Nobody wants a 7-2, right? Yeah, KJ, I agreed. PD does need to double down on leg day. That's something I've thought about, is adding a Pettersson has fallen counter to the stream and just count the amount of times that Pettersson ends up on his ass. Yeah, there's still time for a shutout. Brandstrom lost control of the puck, but Baines is covering for him. Bertuzzi fends off Brandstrom and controls the puck. Three minutes left to go in the first period. 4-2. And a friendly reminder, we will be having Mr. Dusin Boydell joining us during the first intermission for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. Coming up soon. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in the first period. Sherwood with a good back check. Takes the puck off, causes some disruption. The Canucks get the puck back down into the Blackhawks zone. 2:30 left to go in the first period. Myers clearing the puck out front off of a rebound. Elias Pettersson does well to help out Myers behind the net there. Garland into the zone again. Oh, tried to get it across the Hoglander. Didn't quite have enough juice on it. Chicago intercepts. Garland still forechecking, giving his team time to change. Garland does everything right, doesn't he? Vassar chips the puck in down low. DeBrusk goes in. Puck gets by. Oh, DeBrusk. Oh, that was blocked in front. Canucks got to hustle back. Another potential 3-on-2 here. Nick Foligno. Hughes and Bedard all tied up. Hughes is like, come on, buddy. Just come home with us. Come on, buddy. He just needs to bulk up a little. So he doesn't get bullied. Yeah, I agree. KJ Raz. Niels, Big Hog, Hoglander. Tyler Myers can't get that one. You know that's a high shot if Tyler Myers can't get it. Just under a minute left to go in the first period. Nice to see Hughesy covering Bedard like that. Oh, Danton Heinen, 2 goals so far. You love to see it. 40 seconds left to go in the first period here. Canucks lead 4-2. I'm Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. If you're watching and you have not yet hit that subscribe button, feel free, tickle that subscribe button down there. That'll give you notifications to know every time that we go live, as we will be here for all 82 Vancouver Canucks regular season games and beyond. because we're hoping for some playoff hockey this year down in Vancouver. So, as I said, hit the like, hit the subscribe, help out the channel. We're pushing for 1,000 subscribers, and then we'll go from there and see what happens. The more subscribers I have, the more likely it is you get extra content. There it is. End of the first period. Bit of a wild one. 4-2, Canucks lead. Get this chart all updated for you kids. Perfect. Awesome. So, without further ado, as we always do here on the Nothing is Perfect stream, during the first intermission, I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Dusin Boydell.
Evening.
How's it going, brother?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's nice when you can call games like this that are absolute chaos. So we'll take it, you know?
Lots to do, not boring at all.
Yeah. So lots of stuff. There's so much stuff. I gave you a list of things we're going to talk about. We have so.
I know. I got a.
There's so many things to talk about.
Full notebook tonight.
Yeah. So let's bring out those talking points. Let's start off. What are your ups to start this game tonight?
Oh, let's see here. Loved Tocchet starting the third line tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he usually starts either the first or second line, but I like having that energy line out there. End of a road trip, get the game going quickly, and lo and behold, it led to a goal. They even looked like a top line out there the way they passed around everybody to get that goal.
Yeah.
So that was a great start. You know, Lankinen looked solid again. Yeah, he's got 2 goals against, but I don't really blame him for much of that. The D are doing a good job when he stops the puck of picking up the rebounds and limiting the second and third chances directly in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you know, Myers and Susie are having a rough first period, so that's a bit of a down on the first goal. Both of them kind of got stuck below the goal line, so behind the net. So one of them was definitely out of position there. And then on the second goal, struggled to get it out of the zone when they had a chance, and quick strike by Hall there to get the second goal.
Yeah, that one you can see Baines on the half boards makes the right play getting that puck to the middle, and it was just one of those unfortunate rolling pucks, hops right over Myers' sticks. Yeah. And I mean, Taylor Hall's not the same Taylor Hall that we know, but he
no, definitely.
Yeah, he still can rip that puck when he needs to.
Yeah, I mean, a goal scorer is a goal scorer. He's still got a shot on him, so there's that. For a couple of downs, obviously Myers and Susie need to smarten up a bit. The Blackhawks can strike quick and maintain offensive zone time, as we saw when they hemmed us in and got that first goal. And that's when mistakes are going to happen, when you get hemmed in and you're struggling to get the puck out. On that note, when we're on our power play, you know, yes, our power play got a goal on the first one, which was good. They finally generated a shot from the point, and lo and behold, we scored a goal on the power play. One thing that is a down that we got to get rid of is the drop pass on the breakout. I think it's just everyone sees it coming. It slows everyone's momentum down at the blue line, and I just think that we need to find a better way to attack and utilize our speed that we've preached we need to use, and push the defenders into their own zone quicker.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you can even go back all the way to the playoffs last year, where it was like that was their only play on the power play, and it wasn't working, and they didn't change it. And then, you know, they didn't have a really good power play against Edmonton, so that's hard to see.
Exactly.
So the next thing we want to talk about, obviously, tonight, Mr. Connor Bedard in the game, Vancouver local superstar. What does that mean for BC in general? Because over the years, you know, we've had our Scott Niedermayers, we've had our, you know, Dan Hamhuis, and Niedermayer was an absolute beast, but not a number 1 draft pick kind of a guy. What does it mean for BC's hockey culture when now we see these guys coming out of like Bedard and Celebrini?
I just think it's nice that it's finally our turn with all the Canadian players that have come out over the years. I mean, we've generated the best players ever in history. So to get a taste of that is really nice, to see them succeed and play well. Bedard, he's coming into his second year here. He's started really well. He's got, I think, 7 points in the first 5 games. He's not really showing signs of a sophomore slump, but he does still struggle against top tier defensemen. I think part of that is he's not really put on the muscle for the NHL level yet. He still needs to get a bit stronger. This year he's struggled a bit to find goals, but he is getting assists. He's starting to build chemistry with Tara Vinen.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chicago coach talked about lightening the responsibility load for him so he can focus more on just being an offensive player and working on those points of his game where he needs to be stronger on the puck and kind of build some muscle in that. And and it's not going to take him long because the coach has talked in the past about how they struggle to keep him out of the gym. So he obviously has the right attitude and will continue to grow for sure, be a generational talent. And I'm excited to see his career blossom from here.
Yeah, I mean, great work by Chicago's front office too. I mean, a lot of guys, the names, veteran guys like Maroon, you've got Bertuzzi, you've got, Taylor Hall's been on the team for a couple of years, finally healthy this year, but now they're not expecting him. It's not the Chicago Bedards anymore. They actually has got a supporting cast, and they're not by any means all-stars anymore, but they're guys who've played a long time in the league and are going to be serviceable for him the entire time that he's playing here in Chicago.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then everyone's talking, who comes to the Canucks first, Celebrating or Bedard?
I mean, realistically, you would hope for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bedard is more likely, just given his open love for the Canucks. Celebrini's not quite as vocal for his Canuck fandom, but I'm sure it still runs deep. Obviously, we're waiting to see Celebrini more.
Mm-hmm.
He was injured after game 1. He's likely out at least 2 more weeks. Mike Greer updated yesterday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
He has started skating. He looked like he was gonna shoot out of a rocket to start his career, but obviously he's been derailed. So he should see a return in early November. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he can continue that strong pace that he had coming out of the preseason and into game 1.
Yeah, Celebrating, I think, dealing with a hip issue, so I don't think he'll be out too long, though, as you said. So,
no, and you want to be careful with those young players, right? And not rush them back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So last night, if you haven't seen it yet, OEL, former Vancouver Canuck, one of the dumpster fires that we had here for a couple of years. Not so much of a dumpster fire now that he's won a Stanley Cup. He's actually been playing in Toronto and looking really good. However, he has received quite a fine, the $5,000 fine for his reverse hit last night against Tampa Bay. And that brings me to the point of reverse hits, because we've seen, that's one of Petey's favorite things to do, right? He got a penalty in the playoffs last year for it. What's your view on the reverse hit? Because technically it would be interference, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fine line. Obviously, interference is you cannot hit a player that does not have control of the puck. And so it's a weird phenomenon that's kind of come out of nowhere. It's almost like forwards looked at the rules as a gray area and are taking advantage of that to try and generate more space for themselves against bigger defensemen. And defensemen now are starting to do it themselves as well. So I think there needs to be some sort of a rule adaptation to prevent these kind of blindsided reverse hits from happening.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the wording is to kind of make it. I think there needs to be a meet halfway type of thing with the players on this situation.
Yeah. Sorry, I think everything just crapped out there for a second.
Yeah, no worries.
I think I'm pushing my computer to the max now. I think the thing for me with the reverse hit is it's one of those things, like, you should be allowed to defend yourself, right? So if you want the puck,
Absolutely.
You're going to come and take it from me. And, if I want to, I'm going to make sure you're on your ass before you can even try.
Absolutely. And OEL's last night was barely a reverse hit. I mean, Gensel did try to poke the puck around him. And to be fair, Gensel had been hounding him all night.
Yeah.
And so what player isn't going to take the opportunity to get a good, solid, and in my opinion, clean hit on him? Gensel needs to be a bit more accountable in that situation and keep his head up and know that there's going to be some physicality coming.
Correct. Yeah. And I think that's a lot of the time we talk about that. I think there was even discussion about that years ago with the hits from behind, right? Like players were specifically putting their backs to players because they knew you cannot hit me from behind and thus I will be able to get away with it. So it's one of those things where players need to be held responsible for their own safety a lot of the time. And you need to have your head up. It's the NHL. You could get popped at any time. So hopefully
exactly.
It doesn't become a trend where people start getting fined for all of these reverse hits, because I enjoy them.
Absolutely. I do too.
So JT Miller was a game time decision, is playing tonight. How has his game? He said he may be a bit of a down tonight for you.
I mean, obviously he hasn't. He's got a goal and an assist in that first period there. Looks to be showing no signs of wear. I was trying to pay attention if he was taking faceoffs, but it felt like there weren't many chances for him to take any that period. So, a lot of times the third line or Petey's line were out there on draws. So I don't know if that's play by Talkett to keep him off the ice when it's a face-off and kind of keep the cameras away from, oh, he might actually have a wrist injury, or if it's really not that bad, and hopefully it's not that bad, and we just move forward from here with Miller being healthy and ready to go.
Right. And speaking of healthy, we were talking the other night about Lecker-Mackey, who has not suited up for your Abbotsford Canucks despite being on our roster. After a little bit more research, turns out that he's sick, and it's apparently mono, which would be the second time that he's dealt with mono after being a part of the Canucks organization. What does that mean for a young guy like that who's dealing with that kind of an illness?
I think it's tough because it's a common illness in people 15-24. It just depends on how your body reacts to it. So clearly he is more susceptible to the virus than other people. I mean, most of us, I think 95% of people have probably experienced the virus at some point in their life, but never go into full-blown mononucleosis. So it's caused by the Epstein-Barr virus. And, your symptoms can be fever, sore throat, lymph node swelling, and fatigue. And it's usually a 2 to 4 week recovery, but the fatigue could linger for months. And in rare cases, you can have your spleen swell and rupture. So hopefully it is not too serious, and he's just had a bit of a recovery while the team's been on the road here. And they were maybe keeping him away due to the contagiousness of the virus early on. He is being shown and advertised on the social media pages and media blasts for the home opening weekend. So hopefully that means he's good to go.
That'd be good. Yeah. The Canucks, Abbotsford Canucks will be back in town, playing their first home game on Friday night. I didn't really want to talk about it, but we have to, because we're still updating the Canucks. After they beat Colorado 2-1 in a shootout, the next night didn't go so well. Dustin, what can you tell us about that blowout win for the Eagles?
We gotta, with the good, we gotta bring the bad. We gotta be unbiased. So, I mean, realistically, it was all Colorado right from puck drop. Abbotsford just looked like a tired team. They started the season on a road trip. It just looked like they ran out of gas in that last game. It was a great start for Patera for some positives. In the first period, he stopped all 12 shots he faced. However, we were only able to generate about 4 shots on net in that period. So it was very lopsided. That pretty much continued for the whole game. We did cut the lead to 2-1 early in the third, but it was all for naught because we gave up 4 goals in the last 10 minutes of the game with a tired team that just looked out of gas. Hopefully getting home sparks them. They can get a couple other guys in the lineup that didn't make the trip. I did a little more research as well. We talked about some of the veteran guys that weren't playing, and that's due to the rules with the AHL, where you can only have 6 players with over, I think, 300 NHL games played in your roster on any given night. And so I think we have 7 or 8 guys on our final roster that have those stats. Right. So we have to be creative in what games they play. And as you said, the home opener goes this Friday, October 25th at 7 p.m. at the Abbey Sanders. So if anyone, wants to go out and cheer on the Abbey Canucks, you can get tickets at abbotsford.canucks.com. And I'm sure they would love the support.
I recommend parking by the Cabela's, because the parking lot at the stadium is terrible. If you are going out to Abbotsford, park at Cabela's. There's an overpass over the freeway. We can just walk on over. That's usually what I do, because, like I said, it'll take you about an hour to get out of that parking lot by the stadium there.
Yes, pro tip.
What are your thoughts for the rest of the game? What's going to be the final score here?
I think it could be a long night for Chicago goaltending. I mean, Mrazek made a couple of big saves really early in the game. It really could be 6 or 7-2 right now. So if we continue to push the play and limit those mistakes that we're making in our own zone, it could be a very long night for Chicago. We could start racking up some goals here very, very quickly.
I'm all for that, man.
Me too.
Thanks so much for joining again, Dustin. We'll talk again soon, and keep your eye out there on Abbotsford for us.
Absolutely. Thanks again for having me.
Cool, brother. Talk to you soon.
Go.
Hello again. Hello. How did you like that? Mr. Dusin Boydell, everyone. We'd love to see it. Good man. Coming straight out of Chilliwack. Looks like we're about to get the second period going here pretty quick. Bring you guys over to the reaction screen. We already had a look at the Taylor Hall goal. Let's have a look at that Garland goal. So, Mr. Garley, the gargoyle, puck on the half boards. Pettersson in front. Miller just came on, so there's there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Canucks on the ice. Good thing they didn't get called for too many men. But I bet you Hronik's probably actually off the ice. Yeah, so Hronik changed, Hoglander changed, Miller came on, Meyer came on. Garland takes it down behind the net, drops it for Petey. Petey puts it up to Husey. And then what happens there is he puts it back down, shot, and then Petey recovers it. And then if you actually look at the replay, you'll see Petey actually try and scoop it to his own stick, but Garland's there to just smash into the net. So, about to have the puck drop. There it is. Puck drop, 57, 56. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50. Hopefully you're all synced up there. I'll get this all updated for you kids. Starting at the second period. Mrazek with another save. Yeah, keep your eyes open for Vinny Desharnais too. He's been having some good looks. Brandstrom might be good for him. Lankinen with another save. Okay, let's quickly go back and check out what you kids are all talking about. Stinker Snatcher, like and subscribe, everyone. Jake's Takes Hockey, the first period is over. To follow up, there will be a second period tonight, folks. Thank God they have a second period. Stinker Snatcher, Dusty. Jake's Takes, thanks for the reminder, bud. You're welcome, KJ, but you won't believe this. This just in, after the second period, there will be a third period tonight, folks. Stay tuned. B in the chat. Welcome to the chat, B. Got the Pettersson line out, Garland and Hoglander. Hoglander retrieves the puck. Pettersson gets it, dumps it in. And Mrazek actually gets his stick on it, takes it away from a forecheck. Now, Connor Bedard through center over the blue line. Shot. Good save by Lankinen. Bedard with that deceptive wrist shot. Really good at changing the angle on it. B says, if we don't win, I don't know how I'll pass my test tomorrow. This would be an embarrassing loss. Absolutely. You're up 4-2 on Chicago after one period and you lose. Ooh. Jay, you're having some more Wi-Fi issues. I'm sorry to hear that. Last time Jay had some Wi-Fi issues, it froze me and I was like, you know, the classic. So just confirmed, JT Miller has not taken a face-off so far tonight. But as Dustin said, it looked like Canucks controlling in the slot. Blocked. Got the Miller line out. Oh, and Miller fans on the pass. Randstrom puts it back up, right up center ice, but the Chicago Blackhawks intercept and put it right back down. Randstrom up to Miller. Lead pass up to Besser, but intercepted by Chicago. Yes, we've upgraded from root beer to beer. It's a beer kind of night. Root beer, beer. Jake's awesome. I'm sure a lot of us will stay tuned. What's shaking, B, says Big Mac. B says, you know, just running on pure adrenaline. How about you, Mac? And then Jay says, Burnaby Joe, probably the best to come out of BC. Yeah, old Burnaby Joe. Joe Sakic, what a beauty that guy was. And I mean, not a bad GM either, with a Stanley Cup under his belt as a general manager and as the captain. He used to abuse the Canucks back in the day. Puck gets through the net. Mrazek stops it and covers the rebound. 16:53 left go. Baines in front battling. Oh. Cheers. Too evil. Foamy beer. I put Scott Niedermayer and Joe Sakic in like the same bracket. If I did a tier list, they would probably be the top two. KJ Bedard is going to hit a late growth spurt like an NBA player. Quinn Hughes going all the way down behind the net. Philly losing another one. Quinn Hughes shot, blocked, and it went wide. Holy cow. Tampa Bay is leading New Jersey 8-5 right now, so not the only high-scoring game in the league right now. Drew Richards, Burnaby Joe was a legend. KJ Brazzy is a legend. And then Drew, correction, KJ definitely. Yeah, that Avalanche team back in the day was a wagon for sure, KJ. Randstrom with a shot. But Smith got his stick in, directs it over the glass. Jay says he met Burnaby Joe when the Giants honored him on Hall of Fame night. Very cool. Burnaby Joe, Sakic, KJ Brazzy, Patrick Waugh, Sakic, Forsberg, Hayduk, Foote, Blake. Do we remember all the goals that Hayduk scored against the Canucks? Absolutely wild. B has been in the stream before, I believe, Big Mac. KJ, is it my Wi-Fi or is there an issue with the stream? There was an issue with the stream for a moment there, but I corrected it. Hronek. Oh, great save by Mrazek to come across and stop Niels Hoglander. Good pass by Hronek right out in front. Oh. Hughes did well to navigate that awkward pass. Keep the puck. They got the Pettersson line out still with Garland and Hoglander. Hoglander with a shot. Mrazek was aggressive right out. Sound is cutting in and out. Yeah, KJ, are you talking about my stream or the Sportsnet stream? Big Hog Hockey jumping being a penalty, I think dumb, especially when you're not moving. Yeah, it's one of those things. You're not allowed to leave your feet when you hit someone. It's called charging. So B says, no, Mac, it's my third time. Been here every game except for the last one. Yes, welcome back, B. B, Jake, I've had a couple issues with it lagging. I just reloaded it and it seems to fix it. Yeah, if your Canuck stream goes whacked, just reload it. Sometimes that helps. 15 minutes left to go in the second period. Canucks still lead 4-2. Kind of back and forth here. Chicago seems to be doing a good job of getting bodies and sticks in the way. Soucy and Myers seem to be disconnected right now. Soucy dropped the puck for Myers and Myers was not even there. Lankinen stops the puck, gives it to Myers. Suter collects. Branson with a shot. Looks like Bertuzzi got a piece of it. Goes over the glass. Yeah, good thing everything's all fixed up for you. B says, at Mac, love it. Seems to be a really awesome community here, which is really refreshing to see. Yeah, we have fun. And I've said this in the early season, especially when the Canucks were not winning games. Being here and watching the game with you guys makes the game fun, even when the Canucks are not winning. So I appreciate this is my support group for dealing with my Canucks trauma, because there's been a lot of it. Paragolf Pro, thanks everyone. Enjoy the rest of the game. Dustin in the chat, glad to see. Snicker Snatcher at Paragolf Pro, thank you for popping in. It was a great night. Have a great night. Drew Richards, 28 people in the chat. Welcome all. We're so happy to have you here. Please like and subscribe and go Canucks go. 2-on-1. And Hall with another good chance. Lankinen not giving up any kind of rebound, but I think Desharnais did well to prevent a pass there. Oh, it's Soucy. Desharnais just coming back at the last second. Snicker Snatcher says, Drew, agreed, brother. KJ, Drewski. KJ, I'm good, man. Just on Uber Eats, about to get some dinner. KJ, you getting fish and chips? I think KJ might be getting fish and chips. Jay's like, of course there will be a third period. This is hockey, not soccer. KJ Brazzy, Huggy Bear is going to lay down a big hit on Bedard. Yeah, that would be funny to see. Jay, root beer is my kind of beer. I don't drink. Yeah, I probably shouldn't drink. Too evil, as Big Mac says. We always cheers to evil here. I cheers to evil and my wife cheers to good, so we even each other out. KJ says, I like a good root beer. A&W in the frozen cup is the shit. Yeah. I mean, I don't mind it in the to-go cups. And I like that they don't put ice in it at A&W. But the frozen mugs that you get while you're actually at A&W, delicious. It's that extra, like, oh, keeps it all cold. Nothing's better. Our A&W root beer is never better than in a frozen A&W mug. Jake Steaks Hockey, A&W for sure, the supreme root beer. Try and change my mind. Well, Jake, I can't change something that you don't have. Burn. Has anyone tried Dad's root beer? Yes, I do enjoy Dad's root beer as well. 13:20 left to go in the period. 4-2 Canucks lead. Canucks taking into the zone. Myers joining the rush, going deep. Getting pinned behind the net, giving up the puck. Not what you want to see. Come on, Mizey, this is your 1,001st game. You should know better than that. Susie out to Sherwood. Sherwood throws it across the ice. Myers collects it and just gingerly tucks it into the Chicago zone. Miller with the puck. Back up to the point. Hughes with a shot. Mrazek sees it all the way. I don't think there was anyone screening in front. Jay Bacot. Rob Niedermeyer, the true BC boy. Scott. Oh, Scott Niedermeyer was not born in BC. He must be removed from my list. So Rob Niedermeyer, born in BC, but Scott Niedermeyer, born in Smellington, Coiler Nation area. Yeah, Niedermeyer was a beauty. Jake's Takes Hockey is a sport, by the way, guys. What would we do without Jake in the chat to make sure that we understand what's happening in front of us? KJ, I never thought about that. I do have fun even when we don't win. Yeah, I've noticed that. Because before I started streaming these games, I would literally never watch a Canucks game live. I would just PVR it, and then I would start probably like an hour after the game started, and that way I can skip all the commercials, I can skip all the intermission. But when the Canucks started losing, I was like, well, what's the point of even watching this? Icing! Do they not know about icing in Chicago? Maybe the memo didn't get there quick enough? Drewski, get a copy of the rule book to Chicago so they know they can't do that unless they have cake. Jake Stakes, I will always be here for you guys. I have promoted myself to Russell's co-host just to help out. Jake's Takes. Jake on Nothing is Perfect. Coming to you live from Surrey. Oh! I'm just groaning. I'm not even making a play-by-play. Good movement by the Canucks. Block shot. Bedard settles things down, leaves the puck in the corner. Teravainen. Bedard with a shot. Lankinen, glove save. KJ, I've stolen more of those cups than I care to admit. I will not admit anything on stream. I have never, ever stolen an A&W mug before in my life. Snicker, Dad's root beer is the GOAT. Yeah. Snicker and Drewski in agreement. They think that Dad's root beer is the best one. But I think Drew might be biased now as he is now a dad. Mike Torrance asking, what about Pick a Pop? Jake Stakes, I can't believe I just got roasted like that. What the hell, Russell? Must be all that sugar I got from my A&W root beer. I'm all whacked out now. Big Hog Hockey. Russell is on something today. A&W root beer. Yeah, Jake's Take, unsubscribing now. Can I get a countdown? I'm lost in my feed. Yeah. 10:34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23. Hopefully that helps, Big Mac. Yeah, Drew's right. I am high on Canucks greatness. Learn the rules. Throw the book. Learn the rules. Got to be a sub emoji. Yeah. Taylor Hall puts one in front. Good job by Sherwood to tip that pass to Bluger. Bluger takes a hit. Keeps the puck. Brandstrom throws it over to Desharnais, flips on a net. Mrazek makes a shoulder save, and the puck drops down. Okay. Learn the rules. Yeah, I have that on there, Drewski. I'm keeping track in my captain's log. So currently, you guys want to see my terrible writing? Emojis. I've got John Garrett's mask, Trevor Linden's sparkle smile, a square drawer, and the rule book. Does anyone else have any ideas? Also, I still have the notes there. I've got a picture of Lloyd now, so I've just got to add him to the bar, and then I'm also going to be decorating the bar this week. With there being only 2 Canucks games, then I'm going to take a little time and spruce things up, maybe get some decorations in the back. I was thinking about maybe giving Trevor Linden some kind of an outfit, but I wasn't sure what kind of... Trevor, what do you think? What do you want to go as for Halloween? I mean, he could just go as Captain Canuck. Big hog hockey. My fire alarm's going off because the Canucks are on fire! Raise the roof. Jake's taking another dig back. Appreciate the growing much more than your commentary. Boom. Roasted. Boom. Can we get, we need to put Jake's take into a, put user timeout for, yeah, there we go. Jake, I have the power to put you in a timeout. I'm just ruling here with an iron fist, right? I can make fun of you, but you can't make fun of me. Ooh, chaos. Circus Snatcher, to be fair, A&W Frosted Mug is a mad goated. Yeah, that is true. Game back underway. Looks like they broke the clock in the stadium again. There it comes back. 9:30 left to go in the second period. Got the DeBrusque line out. Miller and Besser out there. I think we need to pay for express shipping to get the book over to the Chicago Blackhawks, as they have now iced the puck once again. One cold boy. Dude, want to hear my idea? Yes. One cold boy, welcome to the chat. What is your idea? I want to hear Cold Boy's idea. What are we thinking? Jake, you're back. You're back. It was only 10 seconds. I only banned you for 10 seconds. One cold boy. Put a girl on. Well, if you want to see girls on the internet, I'm sure you can find them. So various websites. You can even, one cold boy, you can even just go Google girl. You never know what you're going to find. Jake's takes, that's it. I'm angry now. You don't want to see me when I'm angry. No girls allowed. Well, it's no girls allowed because we are only allowed to have one girl, and that is my wife, who is a woman. So I guess she's not actually a girl. And there's now a Chicago Blackhawk in the net. And it looks like the Canucks are going to take a penalty. Susie to the penalty box. Kind of a bad look, eh? Kind of a bad look, eh? Thank you for all the likes, guys. I appreciate it. Blackhawks win the faceoff so hard it goes all the way back down the ice into their own zone. Chicago on the power play. Their first power play of the game. Bedard working his way through. Gets double teamed by Hronek and Myers. But then Myers loses the puck down the boards to Bedard. And they're working around. Chicago now controls. 7:37 left to go in the second period. Oh my goodness. Lankinen making a crazy save. Then the puck goes off the post. Lankinen lost his stick, but he manages to get it back. Almost lost his glove too for a second. Keeps that one on his hand. Myers intercepts the puck, slides it down into the Chicago zone. Just under a minute left to go in the power play. And just over 7 minutes left to go in the second period. There we go. Canucks stop the rush at the blue line and end up getting the puck all the way back down the ice again, killing some time. Sherwood steals the puck, just rips it right back down. 30 seconds left to go on the power play for Chicago. Garland's out on a penalty kill. You love to see it. Okay, Brandstrom. Brandstrom's out on the penalty kill too. But I guess with Susie in the box, you got to keep everyone out there. Brandstrom does well to get the puck out to center ice. Took some time and got a good backhand out of the zone. And that's it. The power play is over. Oh, man. It's almost like a missed call. It looks like a partial trip by a Canuck, and then suddenly you got Miller down all alone in front. Hughes collects the puck up to Hoglander. Over to Petey. Over to Millsy. Oh, Miller looking for the slap pass down to Hoglander, but it couldn't connect. It was a little bit behind him. Hronek over to Miller. Pedersen over. Oh, good stick by Mrazek. Hronek came all the way down from the point. Icing is waved off. Could have been dangerous. Canucks bring it back up. It's like Suter's out with Hoglander. Hoglander intercepts and puts it up front. But a Chicago defenseman manages to stop the puck from getting out in front. Another good chance for the Canucks. Big Mac, are you trying to get Jessica Campbell on the show? Oh! Now, am I wrong in assuming that icing is a disease that can be caught because Chicago iced the puck and now the Canucks have iced the puck? Oh, wow. What a save. He makes a glove save. And then Bertuzzi chips it over him. It goes off the post. And I think Lankinen even got a piece of it across. Oh, yeah. Hronek gets poke checked right in front. Can't quite scoop it to the other side. Fair. Now, how about go ahead and put girl on. There is no girl here. I am all alone in my apartment. The only thing I could possibly get you is a dog. I have a dog, but I think Dobby's having a nap, so we won't wake him up right now. KJ Lankinen with the filthy saves. And then one cold boy. Hashtag Pago. What does Pago mean? Big Hog Hockey. Lankinen equals prime carry price? Question mark. Drew Richards. Lankinen is very solid already this year. Not going to lie. And the craziest thing, Lankinen's only making like $900K. How did he go that long without being signed? It's absolutely wild. Shrooms Merchant in the chat. Welcome, Shroom Merchant. Evening. Little wave there for you. KJ Brazzy. That's a super hot take on Big Hog. Lankinen equals carry price prime. Drewski's welcome him. Hey, Shroom. One cold boy. Van's got a goalie named LinkedIn. For real? Yeah. Yeah, you can actually make friends with him on his website, LinkedIn. Yeah, KJ is getting bold with the predictions. Jake likes Drewski's take. KJ, I meant Big Hog's carry price take. Yeah, Big Hog's take. Lankinen equals carry price. Jake's take. Oh, wait. No, sorry. I meant great take, Big Hog. You know what great takes for everyone. KJ, scolding hot. B-Dog, ugh. KJ Brazzy, BC boy, carry price. Yeah. BC boy, carry price. Is it the last time the Canucks started with 3 games and didn't get a win? They finally got the win against the Montreal Canadiens. It was Carey Price's first game playing in Vancouver, and he got absolutely lit up. I think it was a 7-1 final. Just back underway here in the third period, or the second period. Jake, I need you to explain again. What is the period's order again? 4:20 left to go in the second period. Canucks lead 4-2. And Connor Bedard puts himself offside. Drew Richards, bahaha. You get a great take. You get a great take. Everyone gets a great take. Drewski channeling his inner Oprah. Shroom Merchant, 2009 to 2011. These teams played some fantastic playoff series. 100%. 100%. One of these days, I'll tell you the story about when I was in the stadium while Burroughs slayed the dragon. That was a hell of a game. I do not like icing. Such a lazy play, huh? The dog is not a girl. The dog is a boy. Dobby the Doge. Nobody in this chat likes icing unless it's on a cake. B, can't even drink because I'm trying to study up on hemorrhages and soft tissue trauma. Studying and watching the Canucks game and interacting on chat. You are a multitasking genius, Mr. B. Big Mac, I'll get it done. Don't worry, boys. I love to hear it. KJ Brazzy, who has hemorrhoids? No, I already got rid of them. They're gone now, I swear. Cold boy, is Dobby a girl? Whatever it takes, man. Oh, Pago equals put a girl on. Of course. How silly of me. How foolish of me not to know. Yeah, Drewski has met Dobby and he is a good boy. He's like, not hemorrhoids. I meant bleeding. Yeah, hemorrhage. Hemorrhage, hemorrhoid. Hemorrhage, hemorrhoid. Oh, yeah, man. I got a 2.5 hour exam tomorrow. Ugh. I'm not a fan of school. Oh, looks like the Canucks have taken another penalty with just under 3 minutes left to go in the second period. Yeah, good luck be on your exam tomorrow. Jake Stakes, okay, Russell Holiday seems to be too... Okay, so Russell Holiday seems to have had a mishap on stream. The order of the periods will start with the first, then potentially the second, and the third. Okay. Thank you, Jake. I'm glad you cleared that up for me. Brandstrom with a penalty. Brandstrom, why are you taking penalties, huh? Holding against Tyler Bertuzzi on Brandstrom. There it is. Canucks do well to get the puck right off the faceoff and clear it all the way down the ice. KJ Brazzy, potentially a second. Drew Richards. Jake, you new to hockey? The periods go 1-3-2. Everyone knows that. B, thanks. Laugh out loud. I'm going to need it. Can we get some luck in the chat for B? Everyone, put all your luck in the chat for B. Jake Stakes. Don't call me out like that, Drew. Bertuzzi with a backhand just wide. Minute 15 left to go in the power play. Sherwood had the puck close to him, but couldn't find it in his feet. We got Myers and Hronek battling behind the net. Bedard all alone in front, gets a shot. Lankinen makes a save and then jumps on the rebound. There we go. We got some luck in the chat. Put the goal on. Drew Richards, what class B? Jake Stakes, don't thank Drew. He's actually a liar. He is out here for me ever since the accident. Mysterious music plays. KJ Brazzy, my hemorrhoids and hemorrhaging. Oh, KJ, you want to get that checked out. Drewski, eyes timeout button for Jake's relentless, reckless slander. Puck goes over the boards. Good luck, B, says Snicker Snatcher. Big Mac 133, KJ Brazzy, yes. Big Mac, luck. And then Jake Sake's like, no, Drew, please. I'll be good now. Probably not, though. Minute 45 left to go in the second period. 45 seconds left to go in the power play. $25 seconds left to go in the power play. A minute and 15 left to go in the period. Bedard puts himself offside. Yeah, Lankinen looking good. Good blocker save there. '69 appearance with the Hawks. Okay, look at that. Got the end of the period going into the second intermission. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to look to get Mr. Kempner Canucks live. So let me just pull him up here. Let's see. Let's see. There seems to be an issue, everyone. Let's see here. Just give me 1 second, guys. Something's going wrong with the connection with Rev Trev. Live television, everyone. Live television, everyone. Kempner Canucks. There he is. Perfect. Hey, brother.
Camera. There we go.
Perfect. So far today.
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you enjoying the game so far tonight?
Yeah. I mean, if anyone's not, I don't know what's wrong with them.
It's hard not to be excited when there's been this many goals going on, eh?
And it's been like this the entire NHL.
Yeah.
It is wild tonight. It's like it's a offensive juggernaut night. And it's just crazy how many goals are scored. So if you're in a fantasy pool or you got some bets down or something, tonight's the night.
It's gonna be a lot of points to be had tonight.
It's crazy. Even our boys are getting lots
8-5 or something like that in the Jersey game.
And then I think there's a game that was like, sort of 8-5 one game, 5 goals in another. Like it's crazy how many points have been scored tonight. So that's Columbus 6-2 over Toronto, which is wild. Speaking of the Wild, they smoked Florida tonight.
Yeah.
So there's so much going on.
It's anarchy out here.
It's like, is there any goaltending? Is there any defense?
Apparently not. So Rev Trev, Kempner Canucks. Let me just, I've got socials on here for you, but I did not have it set up properly. Here we go. Let's get your proper socials up here. Sorry, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties right now, but let's get this taken away. Perfect. Now we've got everything all set up for you here. Excellent. So Rev Trev, I wanted to ask you first, what did you like so far through the first 2 periods of the game? Is any players particularly standing out for you?
Well, I think what's most encouraging at this stage is Heinen is not just the Jag, just another player. He's noticeable. He's not only in when he's scoring, but like the other parts, you can see the effort. I really like watching him play tonight, and that's the first time I've been able to say that in all the games. So I've really enjoyed that. I mean, it's just so much fun to watch Hughes, but everyone just says that. So, and then the whole Miller being injured and still playing and being productive, it's like, what? This team is, I mean, it just looks like it's going to be okay, but you never know. Yeah, so those are some of the guys that stood out. I like Hoaglander's play a lot so far tonight. Yeah, there's a lot of guys. I mean, we're gonna get into the Pettersson conversation in a moment, but there's been a lot of positive already this evening, and I'm just like, this is so weird. This is usually a final score.
Yeah, 4-2 after the first period is usually the end of the game. Was there anything you didn't like out there so far tonight?
Yeah, I mean, Lankinen looks a little shaky, to be honest. Like, to the point where I'm like, I wonder if he'll start next game. You know what I mean? Even though he's only allowed 2 goals in, he just looks a little shaky. But I'm not saying I didn't like it. It's just like, I wonder what's going to happen here with that. Just trying to think of other things I didn't really like. I mean, I think overall they played really solid. I'm just trying to think like who else. I usually have a couple things because I'm very realistic in my takes. I'm just not a homer. I mean, I think as whenever you're a fan, you're a bit biased for sure, but I try to work really hard to have realistic takes. And I don't know. Tonight we've just really looked good top to bottom. I guess the goals that Chicago has scored were mistakes. It's like you can't let those happen. But I mean, when you scored 4 goals, and it just seems like people are like, oh well, no big deal. But I think it's a big deal. I guess the biggest piece to me tonight is that we just look like the better team because we are the better team. But you can't let them back in it. And when we took a couple of those bad penalties, like the Brandstrom penalty he just took, that wasn't the greatest penalty to take. Those are those moments where you got to be like, hey, can't let them back into this game here. And that was one of those opportunities where I was like, oh, so you get a little nervous. I don't know if I'm saying I'm upset or anything like that, but.
Right. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, too, sometimes it is a little harder to find those downs when you have a 4-2 lead like that. But I mean, even the play with Baines on the half boards paps it out like he should over to Myers, and that unfortunate bounce right over his stick, and Taylor Hall is all on in front. So yeah, a little mistake, but that's what happens in the NHL. You make one mistake and it ends up in the back of your net.
Right.
So I've seen a couple of your chats about Mr. Pettersson. How did you feel about PD? Let's get the Rev Trev Kempner Canucks update on Pettersson. How you feeling?
I'm very encouraged by the progress in the last 3 games. He's starting to look better. The problem is, it bothers me that I have to say that. It bothers me that you got the highest paid player on your team that needs to get eased in, and come on, let's hope to see you play good tonight, buddy. It's like you should have no problems. Now, but today, a lot of talk online regarding Pettersson's still dealing with this tendonitis, and there's pushback that it's not a mental thing, that it's still a physical thing. And I had one of my subscribers message me and says, I had this. It took me a year to recover. Now, here's the difference between you and I and Pettersson. He has the best doctors, the best care. I mean, it would take me 2 years to recover from that. It would take him a few months, but maybe that is the real deal answer, is that he's just physically not able to produce at the level he wants to. So it is encouraging to see him in the last 3 games, especially. I mean, tonight I think he's looked really good. I've actually think he's been impressive. I think we should be winning 7-2. Like, that's how good we look compared to them. So Pettersson's part of that process. And when you have Miller, who's not 100%, like hasn't taken, well, we'll talk about that in a second, but Pettersson needed to step up tonight, right? So yeah, I am the guy. I am no longer protecting Pettersson. I do not think that we should be protecting a guy who's making all that amount of money, who's deemed as one of the stars on the team. But I also want to give him credit, and I feel like I've seen a lot of great things in the last 3 games. It hasn't been perfect, but boy, he looks a lot better, and especially tonight. because I don't think that I don't know what you think about that line with Höglander and Garland. I don't think that's sustainable.
No,
We'll see.
We got the news today
We'll
with Dakota Joshua, apparently 1 to 2 weeks out. So you got to think when Dakota Joshua comes back in the lineup, Pettersson probably at least loses Garland. So you're looking at maybe putting someone else on there. But there's also been people talking about maybe having Pettersson play with Garland and Dakota Joshua as a line.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Because you need the size and the skill with him because he's the smaller center, right? And I think not that Garland has to be big. He plays big. I know Höglander plays big, and I'm not saying that. I just think you're right. That's what I've been climbing for is like we need to get Pettersson with some guys like that, and that's the line you want to look at.
Right.
Because I think Höglander can play on the bottom six and score. He's so talented. But I mean, yeah, it's great. I mean, if you brought in DeBrusque to play with Pettersson, now he's already gone. That kind of worries me long term, to be honest. It's like he's all excited. Yeah, you got him in. It's like, well, you had the same guys already.
Yeah.
So if we're going to Höglander and Garland or Joshua and Garland, like what did we go pay the big money for?
Right. So how did you feel about? We mentioned a little bit with Miller. How are you feeling? Because he hasn't taken any faceoffs yet tonight. What are your thoughts on Miller so far?
I mean, it's concerning. It just to me, it's like he's the ultimate warrior. He doesn't quit. He doesn't stop. Like I'm not going to be like something wrong. There's something wrong. Is it a wrist? I don't know what it is. And it's just sitting there, and it's like, how is he even playing? And then it's like you're okay with him not taking a face-off. I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. We make such a big deal over centermen, and it's like, so you're not going to put a center on that line. And apparently it's working, so what do I know?
Well, the only thing is the Canucks face-off percentage tonight is terrible. They're only at 36% in the face-off dot tonight. So that might be one of the issues that they're facing right now is Miller not taking those face-offs. But I mean, you can even probably see Tocchet protecting him from those face-offs. So I don't think he's putting them out there as a line. I think when Miller's line is going out, he's doing it during a change. So
yeah, so Bluger's at 46.7%,
yeah.
Pettersson at 41.7%, Amon's 40%, and then you've got Brock Besser at 25%. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think there's worry about Miller, but I'm not all concerned about it right now. He's still in the game, so obviously it's not that bad. And I mean, at the end of the day, I think JT Miller in his whole career in Vancouver has only missed 4 games, and one of those games was a maintenance day because he wanted to have a sit down. So,
wow.
What are your thoughts on the road trip? Because we talked a little bit the other night when I came onto your stream. We talked about how they needed this road trip to gel. Are you feeling like we're seeing a lot of that gel starting to show up here at the 4-game mark of this road trip?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things about road trips that are awesome. You know, they don't have all the pressures of home. So I'm very, very thankful for this road trip. Seemed to come at the right time I just did a video last night called Building Chemistry. I'm seeing that happen. I'm very encouraged by that. And even though Tocchet has really mixed up the lines, it's like he's trying to find those right fits. And I mean, tonight, like literally, like I'm not even being a homer on that, but like it could easily be 7-2 right now. And it's just like, we look like we're clicking on all cylinders. So part of me is going, is it because we look good? Or is it that Chicago's bad? Because really, it's the top line of Chicago that looks spectacular. And then the Hall line looks okay. And he scored, so I can't discredit everything. But like, it just kind of look like they just don't. I was thinking about it, like, why are they so mediocre? Even bad for a while. Where's the guys they've developed? It's like, no, we got Dickinson. Like, okay. Like, I don't know. I know you need role players, but like, where are the prospects? I mean, I guess Bedard's your prospect, but it's like, you don't have any other ones out there?
I think you probably need more than one player.
Yeah, and then Mrazek's fine, but he's not great either. And it's like, so when are they going to be good? So for me, the gelling, like maybe a game like this really helps them to gain the confidence to say, hey, we can do this and that. Like that pass to Heinen for that tip in goal was really nice. And then the commentator was saying, "Hey, that's something they've been practicing." It's like that's encouraging.
Yeah.
I'm really encouraged by the road trip so far. Now it's going to get tough the next number of games, so we're going to find out really like where are we at here with this team, but I'm encouraged. I don't know, how do you feel about it?
I'm feeling good. Yeah. No, all the signs are pointing in the right direction. A lot of those errors they were making to start the year have kind of been looked at, and that double coverage although you did see that double coverage a little bit tonight when it was Soucy and Myers out there and both in the corner. But other than that, I mean, the defensive coverage has really been cleaned up, and that was their biggest issue. So they're not really giving away as many high scoring danger chances as they have. So I think they're moving in the right direction.
Yeah. And then the other thing too that I noticed, and I think I just got caught on a line change, they had Desharnais and Myers out. They're both right-handed shot defensemen at the same time. And I'm like, did he put them both out there? But I'm like, I think it just because the way it happened, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, what are we doing here? Because he's really like right-handed guys shoot on the right, left-handed guys shoot.
Yeah.
And left-handed shot defensemen have really dominated the league. And it doesn't matter if you're left or right, you can play it. But now it seems there's a big shift.
Those right-handed guys.
So I mean, it makes sense. It's logical.
Yes. So
I was like, it's the first time I've seen two right-handed guys out there at the same time. Like, this is weird.
It's a strange one. So just before I let you go, Rev Trev, the last question I wanted to ask you was, when you started streaming, what started you with this streaming journey, doing all this Canucks content?
Yeah, so I've actually been making sports content for a very long time. And I had my one main channel. I tried to do Canucks content, NFL content, NBA content, anything I got inspired on, I did a video on. And you start small and you're filming stuff off your phone, or you have a little camera. You don't even have a proper microphone. You're trying to do it and try to be entertaining. And I'm watching other people and I'm like, I could do that. I mean, it's like, you don't even have to be right. You just have to be like, you know what I mean? You know what it's like streaming video games when you did your Fortnite stuff. And It's like, there's people that are really good at the game. Then there's people that are really entertaining. And then there's people that really know what they're talking about. And like, there's all kinds of venues to get in, right? So I started that way, and I did that for a number of years, and I just couldn't really grow it. And then during COVID, I was reading more articles about stuff, and I realized got to be specific. So I decided to launch out and just make a Kempner Canucks channel, and then make my football just a football. So I have two YouTube channels that I do, like, it's not full time, but it's full time hours with hardly any return.
Yeah.
And so when I started my Canucks channel, it just started to grow. And and as you can see, I'm super passionate. I love talking about it. And what I learned is I love conversations with people. I love connecting our fan base. So that's kind of how it started. And then once I got the streaming stuff online, the videos they are a lot of work, a lot of editing, and I would put a ton into it. So funny story is I put the same amount of effort into my Canucks channel as I do my football channel, but my Canucks channel has grown leaps and bounds. It's almost triple what my football channel is.
Very cool.
And I'm loving it. I'm loving this whole thing. And I'm just really enjoying the community. I mean, I've been a Canucks fan since I was a kid. So, it's been decades of ups and a lot of downs. There's been some really bad teams, and there have been some really good teams, and we should have won at least 2 cups already. So, yeah, I like, and I don't mind debates either. Like, when it comes to sports debates, you better bring some facts, or you're going to get destroyed. Because all these people that just want to share their feelings and all that kind of stuff. And so I've been in a few conversations, shall we say, with people, and sometimes they get their nose out of joint. They're like, wow, Trev, you're like really bringing the stuff. And I'm like, well, I mean, you should expect passionate from me, but you should expect honest. And then someone made a comment and then said, well, Kempner Canucks coming with the facts. I'm like, well, would you like me just to share my feelings? Like, that sounds like an awful show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got psychiatrists for that if you want to share your feelings, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's been a lot of fun, and I've really enjoyed it. But yeah, I put a ton of time into this. I make all my own thumbnails. I make all my own graphics, all my intros, outros, everything. I mean, you do a lot of the same, and so.
Oh, you're a little bit ahead of me, sir. I'm just trying to catch up.
Yeah, so streaming has been a lot of fun. And I love having the questions come in and answer them right there. And yeah, so I don't know if there's anything other specific you want to talk about that, but boy, it's been an awesome ride, and now I've just gotten monetized.
That's awesome.
So that's been fun. That's been more encouraging. My wife's more encouraged about it than I am. Yeah. She's like, "Can you just make some money? You put all this money into all this." So, but I put money into it as well. Mm-hmm. And I want it to do well. So like, it ticks me off I cannot stream any longer to Twitter.
Yeah.
Because they make you pay for their thing. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Thanks, Elmo.
Right?
Yeah. Well, Mr. Rev Trev, I appreciate you coming on the show today. We've got the Canucks game back up and running. Don't want you to miss anything. I've got your socials running below you for this whole interview. So everyone who hasn't yet, go check out Rev Trev, Kempner Canucks. Just into the third period here. Any last words before we get back into the game action, sir?
I think that we're going to win this game. And if we don't, I think Canucks fans need to be upset because we are the better team. They don't have the roster like we do, but boy, it's been such an encouraging night. And thanks so much having me on. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the end of this third period.
Yeah, awesome.
Now I'm going to stream my post-game show later tonight, and so looking forward to that and connecting with more Canucks fans. But
going at 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah, 9:30, everyone. So I've got all your socials there. I've got a link in the description for the video. Thanks for coming on. We'll have you again sometime soon. All right, Rev?
Thanks. Have a great night.
Yeah, talk to you
Canucks
soon.
Go.
Go Canucks go. Had to keep him on a little bit there, guys. Rev Trev, Kempner Canucks. He'll be streaming tonight at Bedard with a good chance. Lankinen with another save. Good to have Rev Trev stop by. Really good guy. Love his content. So if you haven't yet, go make sure you go check him out. Okay, I'm back. Thanks, Rev. Jason Hawkins in the chat. Gotta love it when Jason Hawkins show up. Oh no, Jake says the zeroth period has started. Yeah, game back on, game back on. Calvin! Woo! Calvin, we saw your note earlier. Glad to have you. Nice that you can make it here for the third period. Looks like the Canucks are going to the penalty kill. They've already killed off 2 Chicago Blackhawk power plays, looking to kill off a third. My wife is waiting for the bus, so she should be home fairly soon. Welcome, Mr. Calvin Charlie. Canucks cleared the puck right off the start of that power play and have already killed off 30 seconds. 15:53 left to go in the third period. Thanks for stopping by, Jason. Woo! DRNA with no stick. That's good. Yeah, Desharnais lost his stick somewhere in there. Okay, let's quickly have a look back at what you guys are chatting about. Now I was chatting with Mr. Rev Trev. Jake, if Hachiko says, Jake, if we get a third period, what does that mean for our odds of a fourth and maybe a fifth period? Mike Torrance, Jets won again. Just under a minute left to go in the power play. Chicago gets a shot right off the draw, but Lankinen makes a save, and the Canucks cleared all the way down the ice. 45 seconds left to go in the third period. B-Dog, Dustin Big Buff. Yeah, we all remember Dustin Bufflin's that big booty sitting in front of the net. Connor Bedard getting bodied. Pettersson did well. Bertuzzi driving the net. Bedard getting bodied again by Petey. Look at that. Oh, wow. He went for short side. Pettersson trying to show Bedard who's boss. Good stick by Lankinen. He makes the save and chops the puck away with his own stick. Good rebound control. Canucks are off the penalty kill. That is a third power play defeated by your Vancouver Canucks penalty kill. Good job, kids. Jake Stakes Hockey. Hachiko, honest, not sure. Science have yet to advance to that. Yeah. We've got the scientists working on the tube technology. KJ Brazzi, I hated Big Buff. Yeah, we all hated Big Buff, but we all wish he was a Canuck. You are right, KJ. B-Dog, laughing his eyes off. KJ Brazzi, Columbus is doing it for Johnny. Yeah, hopefully. I've never cheered for the Columbus Blue Jackets, but I'd love to see them do well. Just for the honor of Mr. Johnny Hockey. Rip. Heronic in the corner. Doing well. They've maintained control of that puck. Oh, man, lost a beer on the boards. Did you guys see that? That's why you don't leave your drinks on the boards. Jake's Takes Hockey grabs another slightly sweet twisted tea from the fridge. Great take here for you guys. If you find your teas to be sweet, they actually have a slightly sweet version for you. Twisted tea is an alcoholic beverage. I love Talkit, but some of his decisions I don't agree with. KJ, what do you mean you don't agree with some of his decisions? Some of the lineup changes he's made? Zorro Rosario. Dakota Joshua is the new buff, maybe. Maybe better. I would like to see that. Dakota Joshua, now 1 to 2 weeks out. Calvin, what period did I make it on? This is the third period. Salute to Calvin. Puck out of play again. Sticker Snatcher Calvin, just about to start third. Welcome, Calvin. Drewski, nice to see ya. Big Mac, disagreeing with someone is a good constructive thing. That's how you can help other people grow when not being dismissive or when you disregard someone. Yeah. You can't be dismissive. If someone's got facts that you don't like, you got to deal with it. Yeah, Calvin, you didn't miss it all. Drewski, 42 people in here. Welcome all. Smash that like and sub and enjoy your stay. We're all glad to have you here. We are. We're having fun. Jake's Takes. Calvi boy. KJ Brazzi Garland for 30 Genos this year. Drew Richards. And let's make sure we head over to Kempner Canucks to give him Trev some love. Kempner Canucks. Okay, now I've caught up. Hateful respect. Hashtag hateful respect from Drew. B-Dog. O-R-D. Blood drawn on the Nucks. Drew Richards. Great segment, Kempner Canucks. Thank you. Big Mac. Boys going up. Back to the boys. Stop by Lank. Jake's Takes. Will prepare myself for the upset. Thanks. And then Big Mac saying Chicago going up. Drew Richards. Am I muted? No, I'm not muted anymore. Thank goodness. Cole Scott, thank you for letting me know I was muted. Yeah, I was muted for a minute there. As this is brand new, the Nothing is Perfect stream, still working on all the technical things. There's a whole bunch of buttons. I got 2 computers in front of me. I've got my cell phone set up. You can actually see my control right here. Oh yeah, you can actually see the screen a little bit. Ooh, secretly. I can't secretly show you the game through a reflection on my screen. Christodon! Okay, everyone. Krista's my little sister. You gotta be respectful, everyone. Krista Dawn in the chat. She actually has the same face as me. There you go, one cold boy. We got a girl in the chat. Unfortunately, she's getting married to her lovely fiance, who is also a woman. So I don't think Krista Dawn would be interested, cold boy. But I do appreciate that. F's in the chat for the beer. 12:30 left to go in the third period. Canucks still lead 4-2. After a crazy first period, we haven't seen any goals since. Chicago now leads in shots too, 28-23. You got the Pettersson line out. Offside. DeBrusque got bumped at the line and put everyone offside. And then Calvin's like, there's no Mr. Fuji. Yeah, Mr. Fuji is AFK completely. We all think he's probably in jail. We hope he's okay. Yeah, no one has managed to post the bail for it. Big Hog Hockey, can you put a countdown on, please? Yes, Big Hog. I will do that. I'm probably way late on this for you. But there is no count on my screen right now. Got to wait for all the update. 4-0. Ottawa leads Utah. San Jose and Anaheim are at 0-0. Colorado leads Seattle 3-1. Vegas and LA have not got started. They're starting at 8 o'clock. Now we're back. 11:50, 50, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38. Hopes that helps you out, Big Hog Hockey. Yeah. Drew Richards, Calvin, Charlie. Fuji's absence is noticeable. Eh? It's all like intelligible in here. Snicker Snatcher, you do the crime, you do the time. And then Drew's like, I kid. Big Mac 130, we're accumulating of swear jars to get him out. Yeah, everyone, get your swear jars out. Do we have enough money between all of our swear jars? Calvin, it is, but Kevin, goalie guy, is pretty good from what I'm hearing. A very good pickup. Yeah. 900K, Calvin. And we got Lankin in here. F's in the chat for the beer. Jay, we have no idea. Fuji has just fallen off the map. Matt says at Jake's sausage party. KJ, Fuji is in jail for public indecency probably or something. We're just coming up to the halfway mark of this third period. 10 minutes left to go in the third. 4-2 Canucks lead. It's been a very fast-moving period so far. Pettersson was hauled down. Miller off the bench with a shot. Woo! 98-mile-an-hour shot. Jake Stakes, get out! No girls allowed. And then Chris Adon. Oh yeah, we got multiple girls in the chat now. Technically Tash is in here too because she's watching the game here with me. So 2 girls. Unfortunately, both lesbians. Yes. Yes. Jake's takes. I'm seeing a lot of new unfamiliar faces in the chat. Just wanted to remind everyone the Vancouver Canucks are a team in the National Hockey League. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Jake. Jake, we're going to have to do an educational stream together, I think. We just educate people. Big Mac, like, sub. Thanks for being here, everyone. Agreed. Awesome to have you all here with us. Always fun to watch the game together. It's always better with friends. Cold Boy, if her fiance wants to fight me, Cold Boy, I'll have you know I graduated top of the class in the Navy SEALs, and I've been involved in numerous secret raids on Al Qaeda, and I have over 300 confirms killed. I'm trained in guerrilla warfare. I don't know if Call of Duty counts, Cold Boy. I don't know if Call of Duty counts. Leah in the chat, 2 girls, 3 girls technically because we got Tash here too. Oh, B is also a girl. We got B in the chat. 4 girls. Yeah, the boys club has been invaded. Calvin's like, oh my God, women, remain calm, boys. Jake's, I'm kidding just before everyone yells at me. Jake, we're going to have to get you another timeout here. Yeah, Jake loves the sausage parties, Matt. You're absolutely right about that. Yeah, B's like, nah, I don't want to leave. Murphy for tripping in the box. Canucks out on their next power play. The first power play unit out. Oh, what a play! Husey leaves it for Miller at the blue line. Miller fires it down low to Besser. Besser tips it in. Past Mrazek. Very close play at the line. I'm sure Chicago's probably having a look at it to see if they need to challenge it, but I believe the puck stays on line. Yeah, Husey right back to the line. Yeah, stays in. Oh, what a slap pass. A little sedinery for you. Henrik to Daniel. Oh, wait, no, it's Miller to Besser. Oh, I get to update things. Woo! Here we go, kids. Canucks. 5-2. Brock Besser all smiles on the bench. Can we all agree that the Sedins invented the slap pass? Krista Don, can somebody tell me how hockey works? Got Tash right there for you. Snicker Snatcher, hashtag justice for Fuji. Fuji is busy with his role as manager in pro wrestling, says Matt. Cold Boy, KJ, Fuji is not only neglecting his duties of putting a girl on, but he forgot to hide his identity before walking into Diddy's party, as I understand it. Casual, yeah. I mean, if you're involved in Diddy parties there, Fuji, you're in trouble these days. Jake's takes, hey, Krista, would be happy to help. Hockey is actually a sport. Hope that covers it. Cold Boy, I would be worried about you if you're calling Krista your girlfriend, because Tash is not going to be happy about that. Big Hog Hockey. Can I be the next mod, please? Esperanza, welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming in, Esperanza. Esperanza Garduno. How did I do? Esperanza, did I get your name right? Esperanza Garduno. The Chicago Blackhawks are beside themselves, and they've decided to ice the puck. But the problem is that Chicago doesn't understand that icing doesn't come before the cake. So you got to make sure that you have the cake before you have the icing. Although, if Hachiko was in here, they would tell you that they eat icing without cake as well. What the heck? I'm not even paying attention. P.S. Suter scoring a goal. Is anyone else paying attention? Oh my goodness. I'm going to have to watch the replay on this. I totally missed it. Woo! Major Tao, hey guys, got off work late. Can you guys recap who scored? Let's see what happens. So right off the face-off, Brandstrom. Oh, and then a little tip. Looks like a Chicago player tipped the puck right to Suter. So I think that might be Brandstrom's first point as a Canuck. So Oman with the face-off gets the assist over to Brandstrom, and it looks like a Chicago player tipped it. Tash wants you to know that she is paying attention. Good, good, good. Yeah, Tash, you don't want to mess with Tash. Tash is a high-level hockey player and an officer of the law, so be very, very careful there, Mr. Cold Boy. Lankinen with another save. Major, yeah, I'll quickly show you all of the goals. So Danton Heinen has 2 goals. Here. I'll just switch over here for you quickly. Danton Heinen scored in the first. JT Miller scored on the power play. Donato brought it back from Jason Dickinson. Heinen scored his second goal of the game. Taylor Hall off of a lucky bounce that went right over Meyer's stick. Garland scored to make it 4-2 from Pedersen and Miller. Brock Besser scored, as you might have just seen, from JT Miller and Quinn Hughes. And then, as we just saw, P.S. Suter from Eric Brandstrom. So, yeah, confirming that is Eric Brandstrom's first point as a Vancouver Canuck. You love to see it. Jake Stakes grabs another Twisted Tea. Jake Stakes, no, I'm not paying attention, Russell. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention either. So those goals were how far apart? Those goals were only 28 seconds apart. Canucks have now taken a delayed penalty. Mrazek to the bench. Chicago with an extra attacker on, 6 against 5. 7:25 left to go in the third period. Shot goes wide. Canucks are just trying to get the puck. There it is. Sherwood collects the puck and gets the whistle. Yeah, so as you see here, this is why nobody was paying attention. There was a quick goal last game, but 10:29 Brock Besser scores, and then 10:57 P.S. Suter scores a goal as well. So quick. Luger taking a man down. Luger for interference. Yeah, Jay. Poo Suter. Is it Poo Suter? Hachiko, an update on my Friday midterm. I got 94%. Thank you for the good luck, my fellow Orcas. Hell yeah, Hachiko. 94%. That's an A, right? Or is a 94% an A plus? I never got one, so I don't know. Uh-oh. Looks like Hronik did something stupid. Oh, yeah. Stick right into the hands of Teravainen. Stick falls out of his hands, and that's going to be a 2-man advantage for your Chicago Blackhawks. Yeah, I'm glad that Tash is paying attention. 5-on-3. We love Hatch here. See how the Canucks do here. Good stick by Poo Suter. Bedard getting checked by Poo Suter, but manages to get the puck back to Jones. Jones with a fat shot wide. All the way down the ice. You love to see it. .616 left to go in the third period. 2-man advantage, 52 seconds left. Chicago looking to get any kind of momentum back here. Good stick by Susie. So you got Susie Myers and Pooz Suter. Jones with a shot. Yeah, that was in the net. Bertuzzi scores. But he had both hands on his stick, so it doesn't count, right? Yes, KJ. I never got an A+. I know that's a shocker. Drew Richards. Jay takes 94% means he got 94 out of a possible 100. Okay, let's see what happened here. I think the puck went... Oh, yeah. Off of Foligno in front, right to Bertuzzi. Is exactly how Foligno drew it up. Big Max. Hachiko, 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 Hachiko. So it's still a power play for the Blackhawks, as it was a 2-man advantage. But they are offside at the blue line. Unfortunately, that means I have to update this. 6-3. Third period. 5:44 left. 49 seconds left to go in the power play. Yeah, right off Foligno in front, right to Bertuzzi. Not a chance in the world for Lankinen on that one, unfortunately. Yeah, not Lankinen's fault. You're right, Big Hog. 5:30 left to go in the period. 33 seconds left to go in the power play. Pew, pew. Pew, Pew Suter. Pew Suter. Jay, you are essentially my my phonetics coach. The Grandmaster in the chat. Hello. Sherwood stopped. Rebound comes out wide. Canucks hustling back. Good coverage by the Canucks. And Sherwood with a good stick there. Welcome, Grandmaster. I have not noticed Mikheyev at all. Yeah, I have not. I think I've heard his name called once. Pew Suter. Pew Suter. Grandmaster. My nephew. All the way down from down under. 4:20 left to go in the third period. Hoglander over to Pettersson. Pettersson back over to Hoglander. Hoglander back over to Pettersson. Oh. Husey. Shot. Wide. Hoglander. Tried to get the puck, but it gets all the way back down in the Canuck zone. Big Mac like and sub. Good control by the Canucks here. Ronick wrists it on net. Mrazek grabs it with his blocker. Yeah, Calvin, I have not noticed Ilya Mikheyev at all, which is not surprising. Jake's takes, if the Canucks win or lose, I will play NHL 25 tonight. Let's see what happens. How do you like paying $80 for your roster update there, Jake? Cold Boy's looking for a chicken Big Mac, I guess. No, we actually, Jay, we signed Lankinen as a free agent. Mikheyev was a part of the trade for, who did we get for him? Who did we get? I believe he got traded with Lafferty. Yeah, here we are. Mikheyev Lafferty traded to Blackhawks for a 4th-round pick. So the Canucks traded Mikheyev Lafferty and a 2nd-round pick, and then the Canucks got a 4th-round pick. This was just a salary dump. Chicago needed salary. Canucks need to get rid of some. So, yeah, McCabe and then Lafferty. And then Lafferty was a restricted free agent or an unrestricted free agent. So we ended up just signing down in Buffalo, I believe. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, so they didn't even keep Lafferty, but they still have McCabe. But yeah, we always say McCabe is the place where scoring chances go to die. Major Tao, bro, I know this is unbelievable, but in my mind, I actually called this as a 6-3 Canucks. But let's get one more to pad the stats, boys. Who hasn't scored? There's a couple. Yeah, I would mean Myers would be nice. Love when Myers scores. Would be nice for PD to score. I'd love to see PD score. Jake has bought NHL 25 a week ago and hasn't played it. I've heard good things. My buddy at work, Calvin, actually really likes it. Not Calvin in the chat, unless this is Calvin in the chat, but I don't think it is. Yeah, Cole Scott is it right. PD needs to score. Got a couple of assists. He's looking better the last couple games, but I would love to see him score a goal. Yeah, Big Hog, best trade ever, yeah. If you're ever on Reddit, there's a current thing happening on Reddit in the Canucks, and they're doing like best shot, best coach, best power play specialist. And then it was who has the worst shot in Canucks history? And it was McCabe. Everyone voted for McCabe. Yeah, we need Lankinen to score. Wouldn't that be great? If you can score with LinkedIn, you might be able to get a job out of the deal too. And Grandmaster, you're all right. The NHL games are copy and paste. Okay, Major, yeah. It is finalized. We want Pettersson and Lankinen to score. So it'll be an 8-3 final. Oh, wow. That puck just became a souvenir. Sherwood did really well to take that puck down and then tried to pass it down low, went off a stick. Right over the glass. Cold Boy laughing it up. Drewski, Smashville getting smashed to start. Yeah, what is the score in their game right now? Okay, so the Predators are actually up 2-0 now on the Bruins, which is surprising. So, but knowing them, they'll probably blow the lead, right? Things have not been going so well. I hate the Toronto Maple Leafs the most. Cold Boy, Billy Eilish goal. Hawks would have won, and you know it, family. Yeah, Billy Eilish, I feel like would be a savage in net. Yeah, Richards, Drewski, they're 0-5 to start. Major Tao 47 in the chat. Great to see it. Welcome, sub, and join the community. You know what? Just doing this right on the fly. We didn't even really talk about this, Major. Welcome to the moderation team, Major. Congratulations, everyone. Major Tao. Promoted right before your eyes. The latest member of the moderation team here on Nothing is Perfect. I do. Yeah, Big Hog. I hate the Leafs more than I hate the Oilers. Part of that is actually Grandmaster Dad's fault. Grandmaster's dad was a big Toronto Maple Leafs fan growing up. He has now realized the error of his ways and cheers for the Canucks. But Grandmaster's dad, who is my brother, cheered for the Canucks. "45 seconds left to go in this game. Offside at the blue line. Matt, the girls bring us luck. Jake's takes. Have the girls left so we can stop acting tough and talk about our favorite snacky snacks? Snicker Snatcher. That might be a shot at you. You never know. Cold Boy ripping the pieces to Fuji. Major Tao, I pledge to service the community. I never abuse my power unless she is so hot that I have to. Hachiko, congrats on the promotion, Major Tao. Linda Bolton, want the Canucks to kick America's teams. Let's show up McDavid for their next game with us. Yeah, absolutely. Krista, Grandmaster is actually William. William. There it is. Look at that. Game over. Woo-wee. What a way to finish the road trip, eh? Starting off with that brutal loss in Tampa Bay. Crazy. Coming back, winning big against the Stanley Cup champions in overtime. Absolutely bullying the Broad Street Bullies right out of their building. 3-0. And then coming in here and giving Connor Bedard an up-close and personal reason why he needs to leave those Blackhawks and come home and play with the Canucks. Amazing. Amazing. Look at that. 6-3. Bunch of beautiful people in the chat. Big Hog Hockey, Grandmaster, Matt, One Cold Boy, Jake's Takes, Krista Don, Drew Richards, Jay Bacot, Linda Bolton, Hachiko, Snicker Snatcher, Major Tao, Big Mac, DeSaints, Rip Fuji. Who else we got tonight? We got Calvin in the chat tonight. We had a bunch of girls in the chat tonight, even though Cold Boy didn't want any girls in the chat. Yeah, Drewski, you are right. We be gelling. Gelling. B-Dog, GG all around. Yeah, B-Dog in the chat. Nice to have you. What a great game. 4-2 after the first period. Jake's Takes, my favorite snack is jalapeno Cheez-Its. Yeah, I can get on board with that. Nothing is perfect. Oh my God. We also need to make good choices emoji. Yeah, I'll add it. The last captain's log for the night. Got a pen somewhere in here. Make good choices. There it is. Updated in the captain's log. Oh my goodness. Everyone, I appreciate you. Thank you, KJ. Glad to have you. I don't know if I called you out yet. KJ, I won't be present next during the Penguins games, guys. We'll be at the game. Interesting. You going live, KJ, eh? Interesting. Should be fun. See Sidney Crosby in person is always a good time. B in the chat. Thank you, B, for being here. Major Tao, great signs from the Canucks coming off the road trip, getting better defense and offense as the trip went on, coming home with good vibes. Let's see how the crowd reacts when they come home. And actually, the really nice thing about the Canucks schedule, which I should probably just pull up here for you guys, so we all can have a look here. Schedule. So yeah. Oh, that's preseason. Okay. So yeah. KJ going to see the Penguins. Just won tonight. 6-3 win. Nice to have those 3 days off in a row here. Hopefully that eases us into this Saturday game at 7 o'clock. The first game back from a road trip can be tough, but hopefully the boys can get some good rest here, get some rest and relaxation, some good quality time with the families as well. So yes, we will be here live once again, 7 o'clock Saturday, the 26th. And then again, next week we'll be here for both. Well, we're going to be here every night. 82 games. We're going to be here for every single one. It's been an absolute beauty having you all here tonight. I appreciate every single one of you. Like and sub if you haven't. Beautiful community. B, we'll see you at the next one whenever you can come back in. My name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing Is Perfect. Tonight we had Dusin Boydell on, as we usually do, for the Rusty and Dusty Sideshow. We're glad to have Rev Trev from Kempner Canucks, who will be streaming tonight. Make sure you check him out. 9:30 he'll be streaming. And then we'll be back here Saturday, 7 o'clock, like we talked about. KJ, have fun at the game. 6-3 Canucks. What a beauty. Good way to finish the trip. It's going to be an awesome week. I got a little extra time, the 3 days off, so I'm going to try and get some more of that Trevor Linden docu-series ready to go for you. Everyone, have a great night. I love every single one of you. This is so much fun. I can't believe we're doing this right now. But like I said, every single game, 82 games, like and subscribe. So you know when we go live, I'm going to start scheduling the streams so you're going to be able to see them early. Grandmaster, thank you for stopping by. My nephew, William, glad to have you. Say hi to your dad for me. And as we always do, before